Lower the volume. Lower the volume. We're about to start this show. Also, why is the timer dark? Need to tune it down. It's that one. Oh, God! God damn it, Opera! What's with your freaking light theme? I'll keep it dark for now. Jeez. Anyway, what's up, guys? Welcome to can't believe I ruined that. Anyway, what's up, guys? Welcome to another installment of Appabend's meme stream. And as usual, this is Friday night at 6 p.m. Eastern time. As usual, we're gonna start off the stream. We're gonna talk about dumb shit on the internet. And now, on the stream, we have a couple of very interesting things. We have a couple of new things here, a couple of new features I want to talk about. First off, as you can see on the lower right corner there, I got the view count there. I should have added that one. And the second one is only going to be revealed if you subscribe to my Streamlabs and donate on my Streamlabs. They're only going to reveal, the surprise is only going to reveal when you do that. But anyway, otherwise, how are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing very well. I'm myself doing very well. What you guys have been playing, what you guys have been listening to, what you guys have been reading, what you guys have been watching or doing or whatever, let me know in the chat. I myself, I have been, let's tune down the volume here a little bit. I've been playing Code Vein recently, the anime Dark Souls game. And shockingly enough, it's a lot easier than I thought, especially the parry mechanic. I find that ridiculously easy compared to Dark Souls, which you have to be very precise in Dark Souls, while in Code Vein, you just need to make sure that the opponent hits just right when you press the parry button. But otherwise, I really love it. Especially the character creation. It's one of the best character creation, anime character creation I've ever seen. At least for the face. The clothes really need a little bit more variety, but I do really love the facial character creation. It does make it feel like an anime-esque. Aside from Code Vein, I've been watching the original Joker movie, I suppose. Taxi Driver. Well, it's not really the Joker movie, but it is an incel movie. It is the incel movie. Robert De Niro playing the freaking incel guy, trying to get attention to this woman. But I really love how the fact that the movie doesn't really work for me because Robert De Niro back then is fucking hot. I mean, he's like Tobey Maguire hot. He looks like Tobey Maguire. Robert De Niro back when he's playing in Taxi Driver, he looks like a Tobey Maguire. he could play Peter Parker, honestly, if it was at that time. Which is a weird casting choice, but whatever. Aside from that, I actually watched that Goodfellas. Rewatching Goodfellas again. I've been rewatching the scenes a lot. Rewatching the scenes again because I love Goodfellas. And one scene that stood out to me the most was when Tommy shot Spider. I really love the fact that freaking is Jimmy. Jimmy just give him money. It's like, hey, this is for you. Attaboy. I love this kid. He has some fucking balls. Good for you. Don't take no shit off nobody. I fucking love that scene. And Tommy just shot him. Aside from Goodfellas, what else have I been seeing? Oh yeah, I've been seeing My Cousin Vinny again. Another film starring freaking Joe Pesci. You should see Home Alone again because I really like Joe Pesci. I mostly know Joe Pesci from Home Alone, but his previous films made me go, man, this dude, this dude has been throwing the F-bombs constantly. And then I also see Fire Force. Or at least I see like the first couple of seconds on Fire Force. I mean, it starts off really intriguing. Then a guy just suddenly, spontaneously combusts and turns into a monster. And then this shonen anime protagonist dude comes in and look at the guy and says, wow, oh holy shit, this guy's causing a ruckus and everything. And then the freaking firefighter force come in, and then this nun come in just doing the prayers and everything like that, while the fire team just tries to extinguish the monster. And they're running like they're in freaking Naruto, and I'm like, why the fuck are you running Naruto style in a freaking heavy firefighter suit like that? That's so fucking ridiculous, to the point where this is an anime that you cannot take seriously. And from that point on, it's like, no, that's too much. That is too much ridiculousness for me. But hey, what is this? It's a ticket from Weathering with You. How the hell can I still have it here? Anyway, let's get to the chat here. Seems like no one's here yet. What's about best head? That's the latest meme. The latest meme that's been going on recently. Look who got laid. Oh, congratulations. Someone in the chat got laid, apparently. Mostly work, usually end up leaving like an hour or so before the stream ends, so I tend to catch them on my drive home or rewatch them the day after. Recently though, gaming, been revisiting old games like SNK Heroines and the Mana series. Ooh, interesting. I should get to the Mana series eventually. Hey guys, it's been a while. Been watching Bubblegum Crisis and playing more SNES games on the Switch. Did y'all hear about Kotaku Yikes with the Misty article? We'll get to that. And then hitting Jeremy with a false strike, we'll also get to that. Like the NES stuff is decent, but it's such a huge difference the Leap does. The No Talk Man makes a smut article thing. There was a huge Chilean brown recluse spider in my bathroom that night, but thankfully I managed to kill it without problems. Yikes. Yikes. I am so sorry, man. Man, feels bad, man. Feels bad. Feels bad. He's early again. Of course I'm early. Of course I'm always early. I'm not early. I'm early and straight as usual. Let's see. Appa's early and straight today. Earlier today, are we early? Boy, I'm always early, boy. I want the shekels. I'm early because I do want the shekels too. I get the shekels. I need more Juben. More Juben fan arts. Love the Juben fan arts. Morning again. Honey, morning. Is that appabend and Opie? This is the Shujin shirt. You guys might not know, this is actually the Shujin school logo. Shujin High School? Yeah, Shujin High School. As in Persona 5's high school. Yeah, I've been there. It's not great. I was rewatching Serial Experiments Lane. Serial Experiments Lane. Actually, I stopped watching Lane after episode 8. Or at least 8 or 9 out of 12. Because I get what the anime is trying to convey. I get the appeal. It's just not for me. I do like a lot of the elements of Lane, but after 8 episodes, after 8 or 9 episodes, I get what it's trying to convey, but it's not for me. Code Vein is officially better than Three Houses. You can actually go into the hot spring with the waifus. Timer-kun turned to the dark side. It's my birthday today, so I can't watch this meme stream live. Aww, but happy birthday regardless. Kinda too early, aren't you? I am only 10 minutes early. 10 minutes early. Good morning, 1 a.m. for me though. The timer actually looks pretty cool. Dark. Yeah, the timer goes to the freaking dark side. Appa going full e-begging now. I've been e-begging for a while, fam. Nice thumbnail. Who's the artist? We'll get to that. That's one of the fan arts that we'll get to. Been playing Trails in the Sky second chapter. Ooh, interesting. E-beggar. Still playing Fire Emblem and the new Zelda. Will you do a collab stream with Joe? Which Joe? There are so many Joes in the world. Got a chance to play Ninja Gaiden 2 on the NES. Ooh, yikes. Sekiro. I've been playing Star Sector. Hey, Appa. Hey. Who's your favorite character in Kato Shoujo? Kenji. He is the OG red-pilled woke feminist. Anti-feminist. Been playing a lot of Treasure of the Rudras. It's really good. Totally recommend it. Did you hear about the Fallout 76 red GameStop helmet? Yes, I've heard of that. Everyone's been talking about that. And if you've been buying Fallout 76 with the special edition helmet, you'll be dead. Probably. Yo, Appa, mostly playing old stuff like SNK Heroines. Games BS at times, but after a while you get used to it, the mechanics. I'm waiting for my lunch while I wait for my pills. Good thing the place has free Wi-Fi. I've been playing a lot of Beam Saber lately. What are your thoughts on George Lucas' reaction to Disney's Star Wars and Bob Iger's book? Yeah, I saw Jeremy John's video on that. Yeah, that was stupid. Like Bob Iger, the Disney's I think, is he CEO? Like the head of Disney or whatever. He is completely out of touch with what the fans wanted. To the point where George Lucas he feels so betrayed that his ideas, George Lucas' ideas, are not implemented in the new sequel trilogy. I think that explains why the sequel trilogy sucks. Just finished some Promare fan art of Leo Fotia, one of my favorite films of the year. I need to see that film. I haven't seen that film because it's not out yet here. So, oh, you just donated $1. Sorry, can't donate more. Oh, that's a shame. God damn it! Why did I close Streamlabs? Get back here, Streamlabs. What the fuck did I close Streamlabs? Get back to my analytics. Come on, Streamlabs. I can't read today. What about yesterday? Sorry, can't donate more today as this is the end of the month. I'll also bail before the real meme stream starts and watch it because Code Vein. Plus, can we get some more food on Discord? Thank you so much. You do this for the donation. Shake that shekel maker, appabend, who hearted donated $5. Thank you so much. Thank you for the donations, guys. As usual, get in the shekels. Get in the shekels. Get in the shekels. Get in the shekels. Shekel, shekel, shekel. Ticket. Do bed me. Oh, anyway, where is I? There you go. Get the shekels. Put in the shekels in. You get the Persona 4 social link sounds. Isn't that great? Apparently, Taxi Driver got Reagan shot and elected. That was weird. It's been a while since I watched live. Also, tomorrow is my birthday. Happy birthday. Happy early birthday. Been watching Bubblegum Crisis or Crash and playing SNES stuff. You're early again, still gay. How much anime you had completed? Depends. I've completed a lot. I've completed most animes. The only animes that I haven't completed are I haven't finished Cowboy Bebop. I haven't finished rewatching Malik donated $1. Thank you so much. I'm gonna be honest, I think it's not that companies are out of touch with the consumer, but rather they have so much money that they can't afford to not care. That's also an interesting theory, but seriously, thank you so much for the donations. Keep on them coming. If you want them, get the social links before you can actually get to the next level. Or whatever. God damn it, where is I? Oh yeah, how much anime I had completed? I haven't completed Cowboy Bebop. I haven't finished Monster, but that's because I read the manga instead. But the anime is pretty good though. Well, let's see. Animes that I haven't finished. Those are the only ones that Experiments Lane, as previously mentioned. Let's see. Yes, Taxi Driver, the one where someone went crazy and almost shot Ronald Reagan to impress Jodie Foster. Have you seen a Serbian film? I know Serbian film, but I haven't seen it. What about it? Was Jodie Foster best loli? Yeah, that was the time where Jodie Foster loli coming in. That was weird. Have you heard of that Greta girl? A lot of people are disagreeing her. Oh, and did you also hear that Sony PS5 plans to get more political and support climate crap? I heard about the PS5 stuff. I think it was I suppose it's because they want to make it more eco-friendly by saving more power when they're in standby mode, which is, well, you save power when you're in standby mode anyway, because you don't use as much power when you're not in standby. So I don't know. That's like saying if I sleep, then I would be not tired. Well, yes, that goes without saying, Sony. If you go in standby mode, you lose you use less power. That's like, again, saying if I sleep, then I'd be less tired. Yes, duh. I don't know why this is such a revolutionary move. As for the Greta girl, who you're talking to, I don't know. I watched the first episode of Punchline today. That was some weird shit. Have you seen the 90s J-horror Audition? I know Audition. I haven't seen Audition, but I know about it. I think I've seen it on TV. Maybe brief moments of it. I'm actually kind of surprised that it was on TV in the first place. But wasn't Jodie Foster like a little kid back then? Yes. Yes. Also, you know who was also a little kid? I just recently rewatched Heat. I haven't finished it, but the Natalie Portman as a kid too. That was weird. Yeah. Aside from her in Leon the Professional, which also, I really like Leon the Professional. Hey, where was I? I can say from experience from Catholic school, NNS ruins everything. Wait till you see episodes 3 and Up the Fire Force. Let's see. God damn it. Auto scroll. Hey, appabend, have you played River City Girl yet? I haven't played River City Girls, mostly because I haven't got much money to spend. I'm planning to save them. Let's see, where was I? Have you watched Dr. Stones? If not, please watch it. It's exhilarating. I haven't seen Dr. Stones. I'll probably get to watch it. It's full of trash and poop now. Hooray, meme stream. Did you hear about Fallout 76 GameStop? Yes, I talked about that briefly. I heard about that. Pesci has a cameo in a Family Guy episode where Peter gave him a nickel to say Yugoslavia. But why though? Last night I saw my mom flossing in the kitchen. Okay. How are you doing? Are the forest fires going on in Indonesia still? I haven't heard of the updates on the forest fire, but I'm not being caught in the area because it's on Kalimantan, which is like the northern part of the Indonesia. So, is the sky red when you're red due to the fire? Nope, the sky is not red. Sky is just normal blue. Will you talk about the attack from gaming sites against code? Yes. We'll talk about that. I can't believe in Mario Kart Tour, Mario itself isn't under subscription paywall, but worst of all, no existing playable Luigi. Getting pillow comfort in the thumb. Yeah? I think Naruto is running because Naruto running is becoming a shonen anime trope. Could Mothra take Godzilla's dick? I think we talk about the pairing and in the stream with Mothra. Hey Appa, Nista sent me a review copy of Trails of Cold Steel 3 this week. They also sent me a known issues document alongside, and whoo boy. Yikes! God, I wish that thumbnail was me. Hey Appa, I just finished 999 and it was awesome. We'll play Virtue's Last Word soon. Excellent. 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. Great game. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Absolutely fantastic game. Virtue's Last Word is like my top tier favorite visual novels. Great game. You become a Yukuri? What is a Yukuri? Code Vein Attack Appabend. Naruto running is basic anime tropes. At least you aren't late and gay like Raging Golden Eagle. He's always late and gay. But at least he's been making his own stuff. I heard his Blade Devil comic has been... His comic? It's been doing really well. Manga. Why hasn't any of the SMT games on PlayStation Store for the PS4? I'm desperate to wanting to play Digital Devil Saga. Well, unfortunately, the best way for you to play Digital Devil Saga right now is if you have a good PC and you emulate it using the PCSX2. That's how I play it. That's how I play Nocturne and Persona 4. Anyway, where was I? DDS 1 and 2 are PS2 classics on PS3. Interesting. Yo, Appa, what cringe are we getting today? The usual. People getting mad at anime titties. People getting mad at anime lolis. People getting mad at Joker. The usual stuff. Bylef female X Edelgard is the best ship. Changed my mind. Oh, looks like we got a donation. Gravon Trail donated $10. Nice new chime. Anyway, here's a bit of stream money. Thank you so much for the donations, guys. As usual, keep on donating. Thank you so much. You're gonna get random. Why is it always Elizabeth playing? I'm pretty sure I added other characters other than her. But anyway, thank you so much for the donations. Wait. Anyway, where was I? Fall of 76 still plummeting. It is still plummeting. Yukari is one of those heads from the Toho memes. Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. Greta fan streak, don't meme me, bro. Greta. Oh, Greta, that girl with the climate change thing. I'm not too familiar with. it. I don't care about the climate change thing. I don't like if I don't care if the weather is out there is going too hot or the planet is getting hotter or colder. I don't care. Can I get my anime titties? That's all. That's my political opinion. I need my anime titties. Anyway, are you gonna see the new Doom movie? And did you watch the last one? I watched the old Doom movie a while ago on TV. It was shit. As for the new Doom film, it's on my torrent and I'm trying to download it, but it always got stalled because everyone's downloading it. Where was I? Also, been reading Vigilantes from Boku no Hero Academia. I like it slightly more than the main series, but mostly because the characters are being active in the community. It's just one thing after another lately with Bethesda, isn't it? Yep. Iger is the CEO of modern Disney. Hey Appa, check your uncapped for AI as well as reading a few reviews. Would you say it's worth full price now or should I wait and hope for a discount? Well, read my review. Watch my review. I literally talk about whether or not the game is worth 60 bucks or 30 bucks. But spoiler alert, the Somnium Files, it's not worth 60 bucks at any moment. No, at all. The gameplay is shit. But the story, well, it depends on your taste. The story, it depends. Either you love it or you hate it. It's 30 bucks, 20 bucks, 30 bucks. That's the price that I would tolerate the Somnium Files. But otherwise, skip it. Still waiting for Ys 9 Western release date. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much are you vibing? Interesting question. 1 probably. Fuck you, EA, you killed Ultima, fuck you. Well, there you go. Are you played Mario Kart Tour? If so, what are your opinion? I haven't played that. Wasn't Rogue One one of George's ideas? That's the one Disney Star Wars movie that's decent to me. Yeah. Appa social link leveled up. Let's see a test if you are really a Hindu. What is a Brahmastra? Seriously? Seriously? Unfortunately, well, I am a Hindu, but I'm not too familiar with, not that religious enough to answer like the Hindu questions or Hindu trivias. What's this about Code Vein? What are the SJWs upset about this time? Anime boobs. Spoiler alert. The titties. That's the that's the titties. Can we get a Joker uncapped video? Of course, if it's out. It will be out in about 1, 2, 3, 4 days. I heard you know Rags and EFAP. Appabend, by the way, did you see the comments at Hello Greedo? Some people said George should not have sold them, and some said the sequels are better. I don't know. I'm not familiar with that. Margaret. Oh, I did say. Was that Margaret or Elizabeth? Anyway, love that Margaret move. SJW is mad that anime girls are sexier than them. In other words, water is wet. Just want to say hi. Hope you're doing well today. Ooh, thank you. Happy pre-birthday, Appa. I hope that you enjoy your day even if the world is burning. That's not my birthday. It's somebody's on the chat birthday. My birthday is at February 19th. So I did decide to keep my wallet away from Disney remakes. Whose birthday is it? Either way, happy boom day. Happy born day. Do you think Godzilla and the Monsterverse is safe from wokeness? Yeah. I mean, what are you going to make it woke about? Honestly, think about it. How are you going to make Godzilla woke? Any anime you consider unwatchable? Well, it's a good question. I haven't seen a lot of animes to the point that it makes me to say it's unwatchable. But I did. Oh yeah, there's also another anime that I did not finish, and that was Black Butler. And the reason why I couldn't finish Black Butler is because the tone clashes so freaking much. The comedic tone is so clashing with the really dark and edgy sorts of tone. That is one of my big problems with the anime, and I just couldn't get past the first episode because the contrast is so jarring. Ever played Luigi's Mansion 1 or 2? I haven't because I'm not really much of a Nintendo guy. I'm more of a PlayStation guy. So there's the anime plot and Western story then somewhere. I got my Blu-ray copy of Battle Angelita today. I'm hoping to watch that later tonight. Not a bad idea for a standby mode. Apparently, Sony and Disney been in agreement for Spider-Man. Yes, that was just the most recent news that just came out. Spider-Man is going to have a third film. And Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man is crying because he doesn't have a third film. It technically does. The second film just has all the ideas being put in there. Is green a creative color? No, but people mostly use green screen to hide the backgrounds in there and do some chroma key effects. So I suppose yes. In some ways, yes. Let's see. I saw an Indian woman stop breathing in front of me the other day. I panicked until I saw the red dot and realized she was just on standby mode. What? Code Vein bestseller on Steam and Humble Bundle ran out of keys for a time and I had to wait for a day and a half after release. Damn. I'm thinking of checking out VR chat, but I'm afraid the cringe might be too much for me. Well, the thing about VR chat is that only use it with your friends. Don't use it with anyone else, because everyone else is cringe. You're gonna be... VR chat is basically, if you're hopping to some random strangers, like a very public server on VR chat, it's basically like in real life. It's basically like in real life. You just go out. It's just the same as going out of your door and going into a public place. It's just like that. It's just like that. It's practically just like that. So it's better if you just do it with your friends. If you have them. But if you don't, well, too bad. I'm thinking of checking VR chat. I already read that. I have mixed feelings about focus groups in the example of Ice Age cartoon. Diego was planned to get killed in the first movie, but they let him live because of focus group's reaction. Huh. That is interesting. That is interesting. God is all way in my way since 27 years ago. Greta is just a political puppet. I bought River City Girls as a birthday gift to myself. Correction, it was diaper fetish, ugly man and sexy girl, furry, and semi-rape all in one scene. What about it? The best movie reboot, Scarface. Easily. It's Scarface and The Thing. Those two are the best reboots. Wait, those are remakes, not necessarily reboots. Did I say? Oh, Jesus Christ. My bad. I wouldn't say they're reboots, but they got so confused these days. What is a reboot? What is a remake? But I'd say the best remakes, Scarface and The Thing. Those are two I put it on the best remakes. But the best reboot, can't really pick one. But yeah, what is your favorite Wallace and Gromit short? Not too familiar with Wallace and Gromit. So, are you a gacha player? No. If so, what is the most important thing to one that's not gonna will the game? I'm not a gacha player. So here's my advice to all gacha players. The only way for you to win gacha games is to not play the game. It's basically like gambling. When you begin gambling in the first place, that's when you lose. I'm reading the Dr. Stone manga. All right. Neo's Stolfo profile picture. Interesting. River City Girls. Is that where the Blossom and the Buttercup become gangsters and kick ass in the streets of Japan? Best J-horror antagonist. And why is it Sadako? Because Sadako has a bunch of fan fictions and fan arts, and that makes her the best waifu. Best waifu girl for some reason. Are you going to play Code Vein? I said in a couple of minutes ago, 10, 20 minutes ago, I played Code Vein. And I really like it. I've been playing it for about, let's see, checking my library here. I've been playing it for about 2 hours and haven't gotten into it that much, but yeah. So Nissa game publishers are a bug fest? Of course it is. Way too early and straight for you, Appa. Of course I'm always way too early and straight. There's a video about Persona 5 that does not put it in a positive light. Wasn't that the 5-hour video criticizing Persona 5? Not interested. I mean, Persona 5 is one of those games where it's good, but it's not the best. It's not the best JRPGs that I play better JRPGs than Persona 5, but it is definitely a good entry-level JRPG. For those who aren't interested in JRPGs but really want to get into JRPG, then I definitely recommend Persona 5. But for the experts, for the hardcore JRPG fans, well, one, you've probably already played Persona 5, or two, you're probably one of those SMT elitist who says persona more like meme sona and you're one of those peoples and you don't play the game. So I'd say it's for the mainstream audiences. But that's the thing about SMT and Atlas that I really like, is that instead of changing SMT to be more mainstream, they make the same sort of gameplay and create an entirely new franchise and make that more mainstream. I think a lot of game developers should do that. Instead of making their franchise more mainstream, they just branch it out to something that actually is more mainstream and keep the niche franchise to its niche audiences. Which is why SMT5 is not getting any freaking news yet. Come on, Atlas, Nintendo. If you played Code Vein, what do you think you'll get to Surge 2 at all? I've played the Surge 1, I didn't like it. So I'm not getting to the Surge 2. Also, I'll let you your opinion on how the two compare. So I'm not interested in the Surge 1. Not interested in the Surge 2. I played the Surge 1. I didn't like it that much. Is it just me, but is The Last of Us is the most overrated video game ever? The Last of Us, I played it. It was meh. It was just meh. It's compared to The Walking Dead Season 1, the emotional punch from The Last of Us, I just don't feel it. I just don't feel it. The characters are a lot more morally gray. but I just don't feel that emotional punch as much as I do The Walking Dead Season 1. I would play The Last of Us Part 2 because I want to see how they're going, and it's the blockbuster video game, so I need to play it. So, I've been studying pictures of you and Rich Brian side by side to find the resemblance. Hashtag I'm not racist. Who's Rich Brian? There's so many Rich Brians out there. SMT, DDS 1 and 2, Raido 1 and 2 are all PS2 classics for PS3, $9.99 each. Ooh. Looks like Joker is the best direction so far. As much as I want to rewatch the third season of Digimon, Leomon's sacrificial lion trope is instant no. Maybe it's because I project myself into Leomon and Jerry's relationship, which makes it sadder. Ayukuri is one of those idols. I felt that the hate rise up in me, kneel down and clear the stone of leaves. I wander out where you can't see because RGE is latent gay. Joker is fucking Chad. He has Harley Quinn. Well, not yet. On the film, at least. Greetings, Appa and chat. Any more Billy D cringe this week? Surprisingly, no. Surprisingly, no. He hasn't done anything. From what I recall, he hasn't done anything that is so monumentally stupid that actually got into my timeline. Mostly because maybe it's just boring. Will your dad call us on stream again? Maybe. That'd be great. I just bought If My Heart Had Wings bundle outside Steam with $5, but the moment I realized that Steam sell it on $4. Well, Steam's version is censored. It doesn't have the sex scenes, and the translation is not as great. The full novel translation is much better on If My Heart Had Wings. So, I'd recommend if you get If My Heart Had Wings, get the one from IGG Games. As in, just freaking straight up torrent it. Or just support the developer on Steam. Just don't download the Steam version. Get the IGG Games version. If that's my method. So you get the uncensored version. Welp, you rather die with no life. We need more Earth-chan memes that would help at least the weebs care about the world. She said that the way to stop climate change, we need to give more powers to banks. Did she really say that? That's fucking dumb. So there's a spectacular shit show going on the official Facebook page of the traditional Chinese version of Fate Go. What happened? I'm an environmentalist because I owe my love of art from its influence to materials to the planet. Who cares about the weather? Give me some anime titties. Oh, you're starting your stream. Instead of living your life, you're streaming right to us. That's what I do every Friday. Every Friday night. That's what I do. Every Friday night or Saturday morning in my time. It's literally 6:23 a.m. in my time. You can read it on the chat right there. Yo, hear about the reporter in Iowa who dug through 8 years of tweets for one college kid who donated to charity after all this money after his national TV appearance. I heard about that vaguely, but not much other than that. Oh, Dune. I thought you said Doom. Am I wrong? No, not Doom. I said Doom. Doom. Actually, Doom. I get it. Am I wrong? But didn't they plan on making a new Doom film, which they turned into Doom Guy into Doom Gal? That's exactly what I said. Doom Annihilation. That's the new Doom film that I want to see, but I can't download it because it always got stalled. What's your favorite system by game library? My favorite system based on the game library, I'd say PS2, mostly because I'm more familiar with the PS2 library compared to any other platforms, but also because I'd rather play the PS2 libraries than others. Speaking of Leon the Professional, have you seen The Fifth Element? Yeah, years ago I've seen it, but I need to see it again because I kind of forgot a lot. Kind of forgot a lot about the film. I did see a lot of like the Luc Besson films. I know who's getting the best head, but I'm not gonna tell. PS2 library is the best in terms of consoles. Fuck you, EA. You killed Max's fuck you. Exactly. Hot take, Link's Awakening remake is good, but not worth $60. That's not a hot take. I'd say that's a reasonable take. Especially if you already played Link's Awakening. You can do the okay hand. There. Confirmed white supremacist. Confirmed white power. Oof. What did the titties do to them? Exactly. All right, lunchtime's over. Time to go back to the medical center for the pills. Would have been there sooner, but I was busy messing around with Saints Row 2, which recently got for $5. Damn, that's a great deal. Does anyone even care about the Star Wars spin-off movies? Not really. I get told about Krishna by stoners every other weekend. I'm too hungover to care mostly. To be honest, I would pay $40 for Link's Awakening remake, but no more. There we go. So what cult worships Azura? Godzilla says trans rights. Hey Appa, what do you like more? Getting head or getting head? That's a interesting question. I'd say getting head. I'd rather pay 1 cent for every game because I'm a socialist trash. Should I watch The Last Jedi in order to actually understand how bad it is? I mean, I already seen The Force Awakens and I found it to be just okay. The Force Awakens is also just okay for me, but The Last Jedi is just a mess. It's a structurally bad film. It's just, in a lot of ways, it's just structurally bad. Characters wise, it's bad. What they did to the old characters is just absolutely disgraceful. It's unintentionally hilarious at times. It's a bad film. It's trash. And I'm not even a Star Wars fan. I'm just like a casual guy who just watched Star Wars because, you know, it's the new current thing and everything like that. And Solo, holy fucking shit, Solo. That was a bore. It was one of the most boring theater experiences I've ever had the displeasure to go through. How are you going to make Godzilla woke? Oh, they will find a way, Appa. Don't test them. Well, they probably would. Are you a Shota in the thumbnail? Not if we enlarge it. We'll get to it. Do you think Mothra can take Godzilla? We'll, again, get to the Godzilla meme stream. We talk about that. Godzilla King of the Monsters was already woke. It was just subtle about it like how it should be. How is it woke? I can't see it. What movie genre do you want to see making a comeback in the near future? It's a good question. I do want to see more action films, more martial arts action films, because we've been running out of them lately. We'll be mostly just, you know, the cars, the vehicles, the shootings and all that. Anyway, I say High School of the Dead is unwatchable. I would say yes, but don't give Disney money unless you really like it. Although now I want to get Code Vein after hearing some good things about it. Darling in the Franxx is unwatchable. High School of the Dead is like the best, but it's pretty dark in tones at times. If State of Play is the state of Sony, it's not promising for them. So one of my teachers is sexist and we pointed it out. She denied it. Yikes. Hyoka is hard to watch. Actually, yeah. Hyoka, I would say I'm surprised that I managed to get through 24 episodes of it. Out of 26, I think. Like, I haven't even finished it all the way through, but it's just... Ugh. Now let's all agree to never be creative again. Blue screen looks cooler as a chroma key. Well, unfortunately, I'm wearing blue, so I can't use blue screen unless if I want to go full transparent. What would be an interesting color for a headphone? I think purple would be unique. What about RGB? You can do RGB, like this one. It's on white now, but you can make it RGB. Just make it RGB or whatever. I need a Corsair headset. I always use Logitech products because I don't want to mess up with too much freaking bloatware, files, softwares, you know. I don't want to use a Corsair mouse and then have a separate freaking software that manages it. I just use Logitech, all Logitech, so that I have only one software. Even though I prefer Corsair headsets. It's either Corsair or HyperX headsets. Or HyperX in general. But anyway. Let's see. Where's I? VR chat gave us Gun the Knuckles. Derby characters talking in third person, probably Japanese context. What is the cringiest thing you've ever seen? That's a very broad question. I see cringe every single day. Zilla is kind of woke because it's an environmental message. As one has a source for a Code Vein thing and that Humble Bundle didn't have any keys left? I don't know. Somebody said in the chat, so probably true, probably not true. Apparently, High Guardian Spice is still in development and the pilot has already been screened. Okay. I was referring to this week's Yokai Watch episode. Okay. The John Carpenter reboot? Did you know one of the devs of River City Girls supposedly kowtowed to an SJW? Yeah, I think I saw that. He said apparently the developer is straight up an SJW, but well, a lot of developers of games that I like are SJWs. I don't really care. As long as the game is really good, as long as the game's good or enjoyable. None of our Japanese IPs are entirely safe. I mean, see my uncapped review of Idesomnium Files. You either take that as, take that, you epic gamers, or wow, that is so cringe. No matter how many times like the Twitter Warriors attack, we will continue to win. Please tell me you have ratios. Yes, I do have a couple of ratios here. I was thinking I'd ball after the chat reading, but I think I'm a bail now. Oh, well, because, well, again, Code Vein. Yeah, well, you play Code Vein, you do you. Appa, did you see Raging Eagle's last stream and see that Machio is this season's top waifu? Okay. Uncapped on the KFC dating sim. Joe Pesci is a villain in Michael Jackson's music video. I like your Cubase in the background. Oh, unfortunately got blocked by my chair. So another gacha player tip, rate ups are lies, especially in Fate Go. Persona 5 is great, but Persona 4 Golden is unrivaled. There we go. I don't understand why people play Mario Kart Tour when there are so many other better versions. I prefer the console version of Mario Kart. Did you know that a fan artist got called a pedophile because she drew Nezuko in adult version? See my previous meme stream. I talk about that. Sakimi-chan. Yeah, Sakimi-chan. I think I talked about that 2 weeks ago. Is it 2 weeks or a week ago? We talk about that. Let's see. Where is I? Atlas should get Vanillaware to port the games on Switch. What is the most laughable thing you see in the internet with or without friends or colleagues? That's too broad of a question. I see so many laughable things. What's your favorite arcade game? House of the Dead 4. That's a game I just keep on playing. Every single time I go to the arcades these days, I just play House of the Dead 4. Unfortunately, they don't have them these days. But House of the Dead 4, I want to play it. I want to play their next game, House of the Dead Scarlet Dawn. But it's not available here. It's only in Japan. Which is a shame, because that game looks freaking dope. That game looks freaking dope. Come on. I want my next House of the Dead game. Let's see. Last of Us is overrated. Decent, but like, yeah, overrated. Just gotta wait on how Sega handles Atlus over the time. Though for now, Sega's older franchises are now getting a return. Yep. Never had too much interest in The Last of Us. Appa, have you been asked about Code Vein lately? Yes. We talk about Code Vein a couple of times here in the chat. And I played it for about 2 hours. I really like it. I like the customization. Out of topic, I would say this is still fun. The Last of Us is kind of a chore and replay. It's a Slipknot reference, by the way. Link's Awakening should have ended with Ocean Man playing. The Last of Us is one of those play it once kind of games. Yeah, exactly. What if Mothra is a trap? Maybe. The Last of Us has terrible control, stealth, and partner AI. If you want good stealth, play the original Thief games. A bit leap of a comparison, but okay. I like Thief, but don't get me wrong, but that's a bit of a leap in comparison. To be honest, I think the ending ruined the game slightly for me, but I like there are sections that just feel like a chore to complete, like the sniper sections. Ugh. I'm my Twitter timeline all posts about everyone hating Indonesia, man. I see my Twitter timeline all posts about everyone hating Indonesia. So what happened? Recently, there was a new bill that talks about, there was a new bill in Indonesia that essentially outlaws the mockery of the president. It outlaws abortion, as in you cannot, abortion is illegal here. It outlaws essentially freedom. Essentially freedom in general is outlawed. Freedom of premarital sex is also outlawed. And there's also another one that has something to do with the corruption sorts of division here in Indonesia, or sorts of organization that tries to handle corruption within the government. People protest about that because, well, it's not great. It's anti-freedom, and it's completely violating the freedom of everybody. And yeah, that's why they're hating on Indonesia these days. That's why there are protests outside. In general, what do you think of playing these long-form essay or critiques of movies and video games on YouTube, particularly those that are heavily critical of things that are acclaimed? Depends. It depends. It depends. Sometimes they bring up good points. Sometimes they're not. It depends. It depends. Have you seen a video of Mars Girl's horrible singing? I haven't. Ever played Super Beat X Sonic? What are your thoughts on it? X Sonic? I don't know what that is. The Doom Annihilation. So shit, even Bethesda says they have nothing to do with it. Alright, back at the medical center with the free Wi-Fi and charging table. Most, if not all, the stuff the environmental girl says is stuff others tell her to say. She's basically an emotional puppet at this point. I just got Dragon Mark for Death, enjoying it so far. Why is it called Part 2? Why not 2 instead? Where was I? People spamming the okay hand gesture. No more gestures. No more gestures. No more Heroes getting a Steam release. Is that true? That's pretty cool if that is true. Let's see. I thought it was okay. Let's see. Last Jedi has the best visuals of all the Star Wars, but it's still a stupid movie. Watch some fucking JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I heard there was a party going on. Oh, hey, Varadark's in our chat. Hello, welcome to the chat. Somehow Attack of the Clones is better than The Last Jedi. Long story short, Soft World stepped into the major PR misstep because of the laziness, overlooking the importance of the use of language in a game, which is almost like a visual novel. Appa, you're just watching the film wrong according to Patrick Williams' logic. Wanna know my dad's, aka the biggest Star Wars nerd I know, take on Solo? The movie did what it needed to do. It was okay. It was boring for me. Godzilla, Queen of the Monsters. It just got woke. Do you think that DCEU is still alive? Probably. Shazam kind of revitalizes it. So in my country, a car crashed because the passengers were distracted filming a video because a Ferrari passed alongside them. Well, don't film videos when you're driving. Is Appa's face getting a little rounder, or is it me? Well, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, let me share you the horrible news. I'm gaining weight. I am getting fatter as time went on. It is confirmed. The last time I measured myself, my weight, I was at 87 kilograms. And now I am at 92 kilograms. So I gained 5 kilograms in the span of a month. Which is why I decided from this point on, starting from Friday, to work out. To do a little bit of workout and go to hit the gyms or whatever. So try to make sure that I do not get real fat. Yep. That episode was rather clunky. A transparent Appa, would that make you trans? Like how hypocritical it is to let people die because you think humanity is crap, despite humanity being able to save the planet if given a chance. Godzilla managed to have a diverse cast without forcing the idea of diversity in its advertising. But diversity in and of itself isn't woke. Diversity, being diverse cast in general, isn't woke. That's like saying Avatar: The Last Airbender is woke because it has a diverse cast. Not really. It just has a diverse cast. I finally remembered to catch one of your streams. How are you? Have you gone to play through Astral Chain's post game yet? No, not interested. There's the bit of an ending where Akira turns out to be alive. Spoiler. Also, a couple tried to kill their sons and then killed themselves because they feared climate change. What? Russian Animations did the Zelda CDI animation. Yikes. What I hate most about the quartering is that he tries to look good with everyone. Example, the new Call of Duty is doing bad things, but I don't hate the game and it doesn't seem bad to me. Well, unfortunately, it does do a lot of bad things, Call of Duty, the new Call of Duty. And there are very good reasons and why people hate the game. So, as much as I don't like the quartering, when he talks about that, he's on point. There are many times when he talks about something that is on point. Sekiro was difficult to watch. Sekirei was difficult to watch since even though it's a typical harem, the main character was particularly pathetic. Well, thank God I actually don't misread that as Sekiro. Sekiro is difficult to watch. Well, I suppose if the players suck so bad, then I'd say yes, Sekiro is difficult to watch. What is your opinion on the NVIDIA RTX series? I'm currently looking into a 2080 for my build for high-end gaming. Well, as just like every single PC building questions, it depends. What's your budget? Do you have enough money to buy a 2080? If so, do you have a CPU that is powerful enough to run a 2080? A 2080, you need at least a 4-core 8-thread CPU or a 6-core or more CPU to run it, and or at least to make it better, to make it so that it's well optimized, so that it can run on its full potential, so that you're not being bottlenecked by the CPU. And also what kind of games you want to run on it. If you want 2080, if you're just running if you're running anime games or whatever, like Code Vein, for example, Code Vein runs surprisingly well on my GTX 1050 laptop. I run it on 1080p. It runs like 40 to 50 FPS on the highest freaking setting, which is shocking. Really, really shocking. It probably can run on anything. But anyway, if you're running all of these anime games or very not so demanding games, then I suggest lowering that price maybe to upgrade a better storage, because these days you really need SSDs. You can't go wrong. You need SSDs. But if you want to play like AAA games on like 60 FPS on 1440p or whatever, then yes, get a 2080. Yeah, where is that? Why is the ADL so paranoid? You can't say that a number without them calling it a hate symbol. We'll talk about the ADL in a bit. If you want to watch harem anime with a really dense main character, try Infinite Stratos. Are you Dio Brando? That's a weird question. Have you watched Bokuben? If so, who is best waifu? I haven't watched Bokuben, so I can't pick on who's the best waifu. Code Vein is better than Medic Credit. What do you think of game journals decrying Code Vein for sexy female characters? We'll get to that. I love House of the Dead 4 too. Aww. Did you hear that Hammerat has a white girl fucks dogs moment? Yeah, I heard about that. I think it was a while ago. Speaking of House of the Dead, do you want to get House of the Dead 1 and 2 for the Switch? I know I will. I probably will. That looks dope. House of the Dead 2 was at my local bowling alley. My childhood. Damn. What did you prefer in these two PlayStation games? The previous God of War games or the new God of War? Dad of Boy. Both are good. Both are great. Both have their own strengths and weaknesses. What I prefer out of them, I prefer the older God of War games, honestly. But mostly because of personal preference. No sex for Appa when he visits his girlfriend then. Well, without spoiling too much, we were talking about very lewd things, and she's fucking horny. She's Akane levels of horny from 9 hours for 9 persons 9 doors. What's her name? Akane, the chick, the main chick. So can't fun of a leader that seems to break the freedom of speech. Make fun of a leader, yes. I used to hate how Dynasty Warriors never got that popular in the US, but seeing how SJWs ruin everything that has mainstream appeal, maybe it's a blessing in disguise. You see, here's the thing. Here's one of the things that I really do want to talk about. People talk about how they want any of their favorite franchises to become popular, to become successful, at least. Not become popular, to become successful. But unfortunately, popular things are usually successful. So when something becomes successful, they tend to become popular. Now, of course, not all successful things are popular, but for the most part, they are popular. For the most part, any things that are successful are popular. Now, when you want a game to be successful, and then they become popular, and then you got infested by these freaking outliers and these pretenders. They pretend to like these games because the new current thing in the world. You got into a little bit of a dilemma. Do you really want these games or animes or whatever to become popular or become successful? Or but you got invested by these SJWs or whatever? Or do you want them to stay niche? Do you want them to stay on their realm and do whatever their thing? And the thing is, while being successful and being popular has a lot of benefits, like you can actually prolong the continuation of the franchise, but there are times where being popular actually hurts. There are times where you continuously will live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Essentially that. Anyway, where was I? Do you have to start an It Depends counter? Yeah, take a shot. Or donate to my Streamlabs every single time I say it depends. Did you hear about ADL making the bowl cut and OK hand gesture hate symbols? Yes, we've heard about that. We'll talk about that. That's one of the topics that's so fucking dumb in the stream. We gotta talk about that. Hey bro, it's been a while since I watched you. How are you doing, my dude? I am doing very well. Thank you very much. 309 views and counting. Thank you for watching, guys. Keep on donating on the Streamlabs, please. Appabend and chat, something came to my mind. What you guys think about a remastered collection of the Earthbound or Mother series? Graf von Tyrol donated $70 and now I have the highest monthly donation amount. Anyways, can you do the impression for Shek Rupia? Thank you so much for the donation. And freaking Yosuke now came in with the freaking night. I really like his walk right there. So this freaking Chad walk Yosuke. But anyway, thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming, guys. Keep them coming. Can we break the $250 record? Because I just $250 on last stream. Can we break it? Can we break that record, guys? Can we get to 420 maybe? Yep, fat Appabend. He's getting fat. It is getting fat. I am getting fat. Workout, but us weebs are lazy. Appa's diet consisting of avocado toast and carrot juice from now on then. The only one who should be thick is me. You should swim. Much easier on your body than running. Actually, considering that I really love swimming too, I probably should. I really love swimming. I want to swim. Just I don't have the time. I don't know a good place to swim, but I really do love swimming and I can't wait to swim again. I want to swim. Probably not a surprise, but game journalists are being offended by anime boobies in Code Vein. Yes, we'll talk about that. Diversity isn't woke. Forced diversity is when it gets woke. There we go. My drawings look like the animation magic, those who did Zelda CGI. There is some Saturday morning cartoon about Godzilla where he is a hero, quite explicitly. Majora is justified though. You have time limit to reset every time you need to explore a new dungeon or finish a side quest. Breath of the Wild doesn't have a time limit. Harems die twice. There was a guy saying Bowser is an incel. Like, what? What do you think? Why is Bowser an incel? Because he kidnaps the princess and asks her to fuck him? Yeah, can't think why he's an incel. It depends. Do you hear about the accident? How two burglars broke in the house of a muscular, violent gay rapist who catch both and raped them both for days in his basement. And yes, it's in Florida. That sounds like the film... What's the film? Don't Breathe? I think that was the film. The one that has the blind guy trying to... capturing people in the basements. That feeling you have, Intel. Well... It's not bad. I have Intel on my laptop, and for laptops, Intels are generally the best. For laptops, Intel is still the best. Unfortunately, I do want AMD to succeed on the laptop division, but Intel is still the best on the laptops. What's the art of the thumbnail? Keep watching. We'll get to the fan arts. Don't worry. Are there even any good Yuri harem animes? Nope. Is it bad that I still run a GTX 970? No. I'm running a 1050, a GTX 1050, which is even weaker. It's weaker than a 970 on my laptop. I still run a 1050, a GTX 1050 non-TI. It has 4 gigabytes of VRAM. And then I run it with an i7 7700 HQ. It's a quad core 8 threads processor with a GTX 1050, which is 1 generation older than the current, like the Turing graphics cards. And I still run games just fine, as long as you run them on 720p. As long as you can tolerate 720p, which I can for the most part. Unless if the games are like Rocket League. I need Rocket League to be on 1080p at all times. But for the most part, I can play games on 720p just fine. Like 60 FPS on high. Anyway, where was I? People have good points and bad, and then you have Dog Walker. Dog Walker, what the fuck is he doing with that the wall thing that he did? It's 1440p a meme. No, it's an actual resolution. I run an RX 480, it doubles as a space heater. You are Dio Brando, I'm gonna kill you with hamon. But why hamon? Why not a Stan? Is that you, Jonathan? Do you like rhythm games? Not really. I'm not really too good with them. I usually just, if I want to play a rhythm, here's a little bit of tip. Do you want to play rhythm games for free? Let me tell you how to play rhythm games for free, okay? You go to YouTube, type in Rock Band or Guitar Hero or whatever, and then you play it on and then you put the video on expert, and then you just follow it. And then you just follow the notes and everything like that. Even though you can't usually get it, you get it right anyway. That is the free way for you to play rhythm games. That is a tip to y'all. If you want to play some rhythm games for free, you don't have to buy all these rhythm games. Just go to YouTube and just play it like that. Scarecrow 457 donated $5. Firstly, Futa War Fun is a go. Secondly, are you getting Code Vein and reviewing it? I already got Code Vein. I will review it. Also, do you have Code Vein already? The last question may or may not dictate future events. I already got Code Vein. I really like it. I haven't gone into the game as much, but I enjoyed it so far. So thank you for the donation. Keep them up, guys. So Appa, what is the stupidest anime take you have seen? For me, it was the reason Demon Slayer doesn't have fan service is because the creator is a woman. Wait, what? What? That's fucking dumb. But I haven't gone. There are so many freaking dumb takes. I got confronted with so many dumb takes. Can't pick my favorite. Is appabend sexting? Yes. Yes. Have you ever watched Crayon Shinchan? I watched Crayon Shinchan when I was a kid, but not much. If you don't like fan service, anime and Japanese games aren't for Scarecrow 457 donated $1 once again. Well, guess I get to save money and get it for myself. Well, thank you so much for the donation. Thank you. Where was I? How big is your cock? About 6.5 inches. Not really that big. You liar. There's no such thing as a horny woman. Don't you know all women are sexless entities? Ah, yes. All women are like Marty McFly's mother on the past. Also, I've been rewatching Back to the Future too. Man, I fucking love Back to the Future. The trilogy is fucking awesome. I can't believe it still holds up to this day. I would actually get my children to actually watch Back to the Future. It's fucking great. Are you getting the PlayStation 5? Probably not. Not on day one, at least. I know, right? You got these Me Too. Oh, god damn it! God damn it, where was I? Oh, god damn it, where was I? Oh, I got freaking... Lubu comes out of college safe spaces. What? You got these Me Too other people saying he's a rapist. Such sensitive people. I'd rather my games be successful, yet niche. Niche needs to become more common. Niche forever. There you go. Appa, I will end up donating $1 for each. It depends, you say in the stream. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Keep it up. I'd rather be oppressed by Cow Cow. Is it Sao or is it Cow Cow? You see, I got used to with the pronunciation of Cow Cow on Dynasty Warriors 5. And people keep calling it the correct pronunciation is Sao Sao. Xiao Xiao. Xiao Xiao. Or Cow Cow. But people in Dynasty Warriors 5, they call it Cow Cow. The only problems with being niche is making enough money to make a sequel. There you go. But in order to make sequel, you need for it to become successful. And when it becomes successful, you got more and more of these woke or mainstream people trying to get into the hobby. So we need free Appa fan art. Have you ever played The Wonderful 101? I don't have a Wii U. This is why I want to get it. I wanted to get it on the Switch. We get it to the Switch port. Yes, absolutely. Raging Golden Eagle is often late and chair. Raging Golden Eagle would swim in appabend's pool. Ooh, yikes. Bring out the Jimp. Florida man strikes again. It would be ironic if you live in a country made up of islands and you can't swim. Exactly. Exactly. Incel core processor. Reminder, y'all. Reminder to everybody that Intel makes a really outdated meme. You know the meme with the baby going like this? The baby holding a bunch of sand and going like this. Intel posted that in 2018. In 2018. Intel, what the fuck are you doing? What the flying fuck are you doing, Intel? Meanwhile, on AMD's side, you got freaking Chad Neko girls. Freaking girls, boof babes, wearing freaking anime ears, promoting their AMD Ryzen. That's how you promote a CPU, Intel. That is how you promote a CPU. Not the freaking that cringe ass meme. I posted that on Twitter. You should find it. When aren't they complaining about the boobs? Good question. I think the manga is better, but I love Hina is a good choice. Wait, what did NC did a wall what? Do you know Pink Floyd's The Wall? Apparently he did a parody of it or something, or a review of it or something. I don't know, because I watched the first 5 minutes of it and I'm like, what the fuck am I watching? Nah, I quit. Hey Appa, haven't been able to see you in streams in a while, so I don't know if you said why. Haven't been able to see you streams in a while, so I don't know if you said why you don't like the quartering. See my Cyberpunk video. That explains why I don't like the quartering. I think that video explains why. But as for him in general, I don't hate him. I just not a fan. Essentially, not a fan. He sometimes make okay takes. Sometimes he made bad takes. He reviewed The Wall by Pink Floyd. There we go. You should read Fire Punch is manga about a dude that's always on fire. Let's see. The US military is a sad joke now. Imagine being fearful, a bunch of virgins watching a movie. Yeah, that one was dumb. Dog Walker should build a wall and make channel awesome great again. Amazing advice. The artist who had to draw a lewd adult Nezuko is now drawing a lowly version after the backlash. Well, what do you know, Appabend? At the room end of the TVs is showing the news about Joker and security. Too bad it's on mute. Are resolutions above 1080p worth it? For me, no. Scarecrow457 donated $1. Oh, I forgot. Spider-Man is staying in the MCU. Last one since I don't want to spam. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep on coming, guys. Keep them coming. Keep them coming, guys. Keep them coming. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the donations. But as for whether or not resolutions, is it worth it to have resolutions over 1080p? No, not really. I'd say 1080p is the minimal, and it's enough. It's enough for everybody. Whereas I stopped watching Channel Awesome ever since that changed the channel fiasco over a year ago. Okay, now what is the relationship between Dog Wall and Walker? Wait, what? I like games like The Last of Us, but I can't help but to get a feeling of please take me seriously, mom. This is a real job. Please review The Wall by Nostalgia Critic. Not really. No thanks. NC pre 2012 is okay. At least the skits are super. At least the skits aren't super long that they are now. There you go. Auto scroll again because God damn it, where was I? Sao. It's Sao. There you go. Exactly. It's Sao. Long bend. Flat or big tits, Appa Chub. I don't like the ugly bastard tag. Can you replace it with something more PC? Dilf. That is more PC. If appabend can get a girlfriend, I can too. Well, there you go. Back to the Future is always a good idea for you watching. Yeah. What do you think about the ugly bastard tag? Not a fan. Your junk is the same size as Chris Chan's. I watched Back to the Future a couple of weeks ago as well. It's a perfect trilogy. I just hope there won't be a fourth one about climate change. Appa the porn star. I'm glad that Back to the Future isn't getting a reboot anytime soon. Princess Bride, on the other hand. Princess Bride is amazing. It's amazing. It's a little nice, little funny film. Sao. Exactly. This is why Dynasty Warriors 5 got criticized. That's the one where they pronounce it cow instead of Sao. And now I can't get it used to because I grew up with Dynasty Warriors 5 and that's how they pronounce it Sao. And that's how they pronounce it cow. So when you speak of cow Sao arrives. What do you think of the one game from the 90s you still think holds up incredibly well on all fronts? Gameplay, visual design, etc. This Deus Ex count, that's technically that's not a 90s game, but Doom, I'd say, still holds up for me. It's still fun if you mod it, but that doesn't necessarily mean it still holds up. But I'd say Duke Nukem 3D, but I haven't played Duke Nukem 3D. Apparently, people really like Duke Nukem 3D. If they still, actually, a lot of games from the 90s, they would hold up very well if they're modded. Anyway, Wonderful 101 is like a great game. Dumbbell Anime Part 2 with Rage Eagle and appabend. It is Appa, but which Marty's mom is which Marty mom? The past, the present, or Biff Dystopia one? The past, obviously. How do you do, fellow Intel incels? Have we seen Jess and Chan Appa? Pretty wholesome. I haven't seen that. Well, that sold me. Gotta get an AMD GPU. What about MSI? I wonder how they sell their stuff. I haven't been paying attention to MSI's marketing. But if you're gonna get an AMD GPU, I'd suggest getting one from Sapphire or Power Color or no, SFX is mostly okay, but either Sapphire or Power Color, they're great. Gigabyte also sometimes do good. Gigabyte also sometimes does Radeon GPU. MSI does it too, but I'd say get Sapphire or Power Color, either of those two. Sequel baiting needs to just die. You watching Pink Floyd as portrayed by Nostalgia Critic? No. Nah. What's your opinion on Spider? I don't know what that is. What do you think of the modern anime for me? The current state of anime... What do you think of modern anime? For me, the current state of anime is disappointing. Well, considering that people keep telling me to watch Vinland Saga, and then Dr. Stone, and not Fire Force, I'd say, and then JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, I'd say it's not as disappointing. Graph on Trill donated $5. Last one for today. But did you see that Chris Reagan just responded to Kotaku's smear piece from last month? Also thought of putting the donation counter on your stream. Probably would if I have like a specific goal that I want to achieve, like a new laptop or something. I need a new laptop for like $1,500 for my new laptop or whatever. But nah, I'd rather save my money. But anyway, thank you so much for the donations, guys. As usual, it really helps the stream because I got demonetized every single time I upload videos, and this is like one of the few ways for me to actually stay on the stream. So stay doing making content. Thoughts on this streaming in the future? No need to your thoughts on this streaming in the future. No need to own your games anymore, says Google. Thoughts on games streaming in the future? See my previous video on game streaming. Got Code Vein, like it's like $60. I'd say Code Vein is worth 40 from what I'm playing so far. Depends on how long the game is. I'd say 40 or 50, 40, not 60. But if you want to get it early, then yeah, get it 60 probably. What are your thoughts on Vocaloids? Not a fan. Also, Donald Trump was in the episode. Do the Joker uncapped? Of course. 4K is good for programming for me. That's basically it for me. Yeah, 4K if you want to do a lot of like multitasking and you need a lot of windows to process and Windows screens to look at, then yes, definitely get 4K. But for gaming, no. Unless if the game is like very low spec or you have a very good graphics card or CPU. Did you see that guy who rented out an entire fucking theater for Joker? Yeah, I saw that. That was fucking ridiculous. Why? Why would you do that? What's the picture of the girl with glass and a headset? What's the picture of the girl with glass and a headset? Oh, this one? This one? That's Ine-chan. Internet negative chan. That is the polar opposite of internet positive chan. Internet positive is the internet censorship that's being put broadly around Indonesia to block out porn and all of that website. And this here represents internet negative chan, the polar opposite of that. Because Info chan is bullshit. Is there a big difference between 720p and 1080p on a small screen? No. If I watch YouTube on like a phone, I always select 720p because 1080p I cannot see the difference between a 720p or a 1080p on a small screen. Even on my TV right now, on the TV that I have right now, which is about this size, I can't really measure it. I can't really measure it that way. I forgot how many inches this TV has. How much inches it is? About let's see, 12. I'd say about 21 inches wide TV. I couldn't tell the difference too. So yeah, where was I? I saw the Jar Media thumbnail, my recommendations. Didn't care because not interested in it nor the counter side of it. Okay. You can't replace Andre the Giant? Yeah, you can't. I think they also pronounce Cao Cao with the hard one in the Total War 3 Kingdoms. Huh, really? Would you rather have a bigger penis or two of them? Why not? Why would I need two penis? Why are you not green? Because I'm not mad. Let's see. What is your favorite legitimately bad game you like playing just for the lulz? Life is Strange, I suppose. It's one of those games where I'm gonna play that game. I'm probably gonna play that game again because the first episode of Life is Strange, I'm gonna wait until Life is Strange 2 got finished, and I'm probably gonna play it again and do an uncap on it because Life is Strange Part 1 is so fucking hilariously bad. It's just trash. Utter fucking trash. But I love it. It's great. Where was I? Boobs are life for me. Please say, how do you do, my fellow NPCs? After playing Fire Emblem 3 Houses, it's crazy how much 3 of the 4 main characters need a parent figure. Not Claude. What's worse, a reboot no one asked for or a sequel no one asked for? Why not both? They're both bad. Appa, didn't you hear that Back to the Future 4 or reboot wasn't going to happen in the form of a song? Okay. I need to start watching Vinland Saga. I honestly think Fire Force is alright. Well, there you go. Appabend the E-boy. The freaking E-celeb. As some people for some reason like to call it. Worst anime couple that are canon. I start Sakura and abusive crazy Sasuke. That's a good start. The girl from Maid Sama and that boy. Don't like that. Watch Do You Love Your Mom and her 2-hit multi-target attack. It's wholesome. It's not amazing, but I enjoyed it generally as not like a popcorn flick entertainment. It's not amazing, but it's fine. I think streaming should just be an option. Wow, streaming at 7 in the morning. How the hell can you manage to not be late? I've been here for an hour and 10 minutes. I've been streaming ever since 5:50 a.m. Before and that's just for the Q&A session, just for us chatting and everything like that. Yeah, fuck streaming unless it's very, very cheap. Cloud gaming will not be the best for the future of gaming. You know what should come back to gaming though? Renting video games. I think that should come back. I think people should have the option to rent or even demo a game. Like, demos, where are they? We haven't gotten demos lately. We can't demo games these days. Or a trial version of a game. Like, if softwares have a trial version, like you can use a software for 30 days, why can't video games do that? Why can't we have a video game that has like a free trial for about 5 hours or something, and then they just take it off your account? I don't know. Does that sound like a good idea to me? And I don't mean GameFly or renting games is illegal in Japan. Yikes! Because we can still do it here locally. In Indonesia, we can still rent games just fine. PS4 games specifically. Thoughts on The Surge 2? I didn't like the first one. Not trying the second one. Try playing Ni no Kuni. Depends. Are you talking about the first one or the second one? I didn't like the second one that much, so not really interested in the first one. I played Dead or Alive 15? Dead or Alive XVV? What is that? Dog's video on the wall is the equivalent of the SpongeBob scene where Squid was dancing in a unitard in the talent show. Oh yeah, the Culture Shock episode? Yeah. Make a classic gaming reviewing series and call it Uncapped Classic. That's not a bad idea. I probably would do that. Have you played Streets of Rage? I haven't played Streets of Rage. You should see sponsorship from either ExpressVPN or NordVPN to vouch for getting past Indonesia's censors, among other things. Probably. Many games nowadays feel like it's necessary to be 40 hours plus instead of just finding the perfect length for the genre they are trying to be. Well, it depends. It depends on the game. If it's a JRPG, then yes, games are going to be 40 hours plus because there are so many quests, so many story content, so many character arcs that they need to... And they're practically doing every character and arc on JRPGs these days. But if it's like a first-person shooter or if it's like your typical Call of Duty campaign, then there's really nothing wrong with going over like at least over 4 hours. By the way, have you heard an animator porn from your country named Rong Rong? I haven't heard of that one. Hello, Appa. Have you watched Hell's Reach? Nope. At most, 720p loads better when internet slows down. If the game is fun, no longer games are preferable. 2 penises for 2 holes. But why though? Nice. I'm not late for the stream. Do you have a guilty pleasure game? Resident Evil 5. Like, it's a nice game, is included in the bundle, but rather be... bleh. Why are you not green? Because I'm not mad. Why are you not green? I think a better question is, why do you keep spamming why are you not green? 2 penises in 1 hole or both at the same time. Hi, appabend. Nice meeting you for the first time. Hello. But at Nasty Warriors 2 and 3, his name was said Cow Cow. Exactly. Is it Cow Cow or is it Sao Sao? The worst canon ship that happened was Yamato Sora from Digimon. I like that anime among other anime I need to finish or start. Indo Escrib. Thoughts on The Surge 2? Didn't like the first one, not interested in the second. Life is Strange is an awesome game and Life is Strange 2 is as gay as Final Fantasy 15. MILF Isekai is cringe, but it's wholesome, so kinda cancels out. Video game rentals should be an option. Are you looking forward to Disney Plus? Because I'm not. Yeah, me neither. CD demos are gone. Yep. We need demos back. The good old days. God damn it! Auto scroll. Auto scroll. Auto scroll. Always fucking me in the fucking ass. Auto scroll. Auto scroll. Type in Remember Me because it's so bad it's good. Remember Me, I played it. It's so okay, it's meh. I played Remember Me. It's so okay, it's meh. It's not really bad or anything like that. It's just so okay, it's meh. Criminal Imagination donated $5. A good movie review shouldn't require the viewer to watch the original film. I've seen The Wall and I enjoyed it. Better off watching the original, as NC's parody songs will make you want to listen to The Wall album instead. That's a good point. Thank you for the donation. Boobs or butts? Thighs. Gamefly is still around. They were begging to come back for a $1 a month subscription. Yikes. Because that's what Microsoft essentially do with their Xbox Game Pass. It's a rent. It's renting like 343 video games. You rent 343 video games and you need to pay for another $10 if you want to get them again. Actually, that's not a bad deal if you ask me. Let's see. I heard Blockbuster still live in Alaska with only one store. You need to watch Technolize. I have Technolize on my phone. I haven't gotten a chance to see it, but I will see it. Let's see. Speaking of Squidward, apparently Squidward's suicide is now canon. Yes, we know that. That was a week ago, I think. Have you heard of Johann Fox series and will you watch it? I don't know what that is. Have you heard of the manga My Balls? Why are you gay? Let's see, where is I? Wrong did a funny video about censorship in Indonesia. Oh yeah, I think I know that guy. I think I know that. It's the animation that talks, the animator Indonesian dude that talks about animation, censorship in Indonesia. Yes, I think I know. I think I know wrong. I think I know him. I'm currently re-downloading Uncharted 3 and my PS3 just crashed. Oof, yikes. Any Gundam yet? Oh my god! What date is 28? Holy shit! Thank you for reminding me. There is a Gundam convention just beginning 2 days ago and I forgot to get into it. I should invite my friends to get to the Gundam convention. I need to get there in Grand City, right here in Surabaya. I should probably get to there. Man, thank you so much. Bango da subuhan. Speaking of, have you or played Cold Steel demo? No, not interested with the Cold Steel 3 demo. Zone or Shatman also makes better loots. Yep. Why are you not green? Gundam hype. It's a Gundam! Game demo still exists on the Xbox Live Store. It's manga literature. Yes. No, I don't remember you. Who the fuck are you? Do you think the people who say that Star Wars sequel is good are being mind controlled? No. I mean, my sisters think the sequels are good, but she's just a fucking normie. Are we jumping onto white base? There we go. The freaking... Shut it. I haven't done it. My brother would be jealous. It's time. Here's a video for the Indonesian censorship. God damn it. Kill, fuck, marry, penis, vagina, ass. Anyway, meme stream time. Thankfully the timer works now. Just shut it. It's time for the stream. Time for the meme stream. Time to talk about shit. And while we talk about shit, I'm gonna mute myself. I'm gonna It is time for the stream, and before we actually get to the memes, we got a couple of fan arts. Fan arts! First off, do you guys remember the Lowly Ben fan art from from last week that was merely a sketch? Well, now it's finished, and now it's the thumbnail. Now it's the thumbnail fan art. So thank you so much for Tejo Trimble for the fan art. It's Lowly Ben, the Lowly Ben, the Lowly Ben, the Lowly Ben. Don't fap. But she got some nice pair of tatas. If you fap, I'm gonna call the FBI. Lolly Ben is fucking stacked. Oppai Lolly Ben indeed. Oh, damn. Oppai Lolly. I fapped indeed. I do it. Right, Rule 63 lowly bend and I'm mini bend. So neither of you are virgins now. It's our future together. Aw. But thank you so much for the fan art. The next one is a very low res fan art from Really Nolly RPG. Too buff and bulky. It's because I freaking flex. I just decided to freaking flex myself even though I got fat. But anyway, thank you so much for the fan art. This one from Fallas Neko. Top or bottom? It depends. It depends, guys. It depends. The MILF appabend fan art is coming in. The Rule 63. So many Rule 63s. So many freaking Rule 63s. I got the best fans in the world. The most talented fans in the world. Love you guys, y'all. Love y'all. You're all absolutely freaking amazing. Thank you so much for the fan arts. Top or bottom, it depends. Thank you so much. The next one is from my lovely, lovely girlfriend. It is her grabbing my crotch and me just going to do some lewd things. And also the spicy version with none of the clothes and everything like that. But anyway, thank you so much, my lovely girlfriend. I love you. I love you. Love you. Love you all. Love you all, guys. Love you all. Anyway, how lewd. Let's talk about this. So you guys might remember Rin Toe Sucker. He got suspended on Twitter. And now, the man, the legend, he is back. Once again, baby. He is back. Once again, the man is back. He lives. He lives after the controversy that we talked about last week. There is a god. He is back. He is alive. The Chad. The dude that got crashed by his anime GF. Scarecrow457 donated $1. I am gay, but I'd smash Rule 63 alpha. Well, well, you didn't see the dick yet, so maybe it's a futa. But anyway, thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming, guys. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Keep it coming. And he follows me. So there's that. But anyway, also, a little bit nice celebration for me. Ever since I got locked for being a Shota on Twitter, I got 3,000 followers on Twitter. 3,000 followers. Can we go back to the good old days when I have actually 4,000 followers? 4,000. 10,000. 10,000 followers. Come on, y'all. But anyway, thank you so much for the follows. If you haven't followed me on Twitter yet, well, I got my last Twitter suspended or locked by Twitter because I was a Shota who registered on Twitter when I was 12, and that's not okay. That is illegal. You can't do that. So if you guys haven't followed my Twitter, go follow my Twitter. Scarecrow457 donated $5. Even fucking better. Yep, there you go. Thank you so much, guys. You damn Shota. Anyway, meanwhile in Indonesia, as usual, we're gonna start off with this stuff. Meanwhile in Indonesia. Now, I have never seen people request me to do a meanwhile in Indonesia until this news. Until this piece of news come in and a couple of people send me this news and say, hey, Appa, do a meanwhile in Indonesia of this. And wow, holy shit, wow. This is a fucking doozy. Meanwhile, in Indonesia, a girl was raped by her two stepbrothers. One brother choked her after the stepmother found out, but the stepmother actually helped him to kill the sister. And all three, the mother, the two brothers, they all have sex right next to the sister's corpse. And let me remind y'all that the mother and the brother and the other brothers are blood related, unlike the sister. So they all have freaking sex right next to the fucking corpse. That is fucking insane. Even for meanwhile in Indonesian standards, is fucking insane. It is just, oh boy. I mean, god fucking damn. And that's not even... There's more to this story. There's more. The very first meanwhile in Indonesia, that was so horrific. People requested me to talk about it. And also because of this, all three of them excessively consume porn, including incest porn. These three people, they consume porn a lot, but they can't tell the difference between fiction and reality. They can't tell the difference between fantasy and reality. This is what you get. You got these dumbasses. You got these uneducated people who they try to emulate the things that they see on TV, but they're uneducated enough to know, to realize that what they're seeing in fiction, what they're seeing in porn is not real life, and it shouldn't be real life. Cave B donated $5. I'm a good boy for Shekkelben. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep on coming, guys. Keep on coming. But seriously though, holy fucking shit, guys. And here's the thing. I got news update. I haven't posted the update yet, but I got a news update. The father of the mother, turns out, is the ex-husband. Turns out the mother has an ex-husband who is the father of these two boys, and he is fucking disgusted. No surprise there, but somebody asked me what happened to the father. Well, he divorced her because she's fucking nuts. And well, there you have it. There you go. Anyway, Gavin Tyrrell donated $1. Now I have something to say. If Florida man huffs bath salts and meth, what is Indonesia's man on? We call it tuak here. The local beer, tuak. Or is it the Balinese beer, tuak? But anyway, thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming, guys. But there's more. Meanwhile, in Indonesia, remember the bill that outlaws premarital sex? It also includes outlawing the mockery of the president, abortion, and many others. And protest ensues. So if you're on Twitter and you're seeing Rizzy, for example, she's been posting like a lot of the protests on Indonesia. Protests happening in Indonesia because there's a new law that says you cannot mock the president. It is pretty much outlawed. You cannot do abortion, and you cannot have premarital sex. But those are just merely an example. There are still more of this law that is just so freaking insane. A lot of BS that people went on to protest. It's insane. People die in the protest. It's like 1998 all over again. And meanwhile, in Indonesia, the mass protests for the new bills have gotten street vendors some insane profit for selling instant noodles and mineral waters. Capitalism, ladies and gentlemen. Just get it on the right opportunity. You see all these people protesting. You go on there, you buy a bulk of freaking water bottles or freaking instant noodles, you sell it on the streets, and you got like crazy profit. I mean, 4 million rupiah, that's around $350. You got $350 on one sitting. Just one sit on there. You got people buying in the freaking water bottles on joke. Damn, stonks. Capitalism indeed. Stonks indeed. Hooray for capitalism. But there you go. Those are the crazy news in Indonesia. Now we move on to the crazy news in the international crazy news. The OK hand gesture is now a hate symbol, according to a new report by the Anti-Defamation League. See, PewDiePie, this is why you shouldn't donate to the Anti-Defamation League. Was it ADL that PewDiePie donated to? But anyway, the ADL says, while not everyone means it to be hateful, the sign has been co-opted by the alt-right. Isn't this old news? Well, no, it is not old news. They just now officially says that it is a hate symbol. They just now says that it is a hate symbol. So that's why people are spamming it, the OK. Because it's so dumb. People are doing this every day. Everyone. Freaking, I see Linus doing it. Linus from Linus Tech Tips doing it on the thumbnail. And I'm like, oh, Linus, don't do that. You know what, for a Shota, you okay. But seriously though. But that's not everything. See, this is the triangular clan symbol. The triangular Ku Klux Klan symbol. Oh yeah, the another movie that I just saw was A Time to Kill. The one that has Matthew McConaughey and Samuel L. Jackson and Kevin Spacey in it. The one that is about the KKK tried to convict the black guy for vigilante justice. That film. But anyway, the triangular Ku Klux Klan symbol consists of what looks like a triangle within a triangle, but which actually represents three-letter Ks, a line in the triangle and facing inwards. It's the freaking Triforce. It's the freaking Triforce. Black Sabbath. Apparently the Triforce is racist now. It's the KKK, guys. You don't get to don't use the Triforce. It's racist. The Triforce is horrible. Lincoln Zelda confirmed to be white supremacist. Yikes. I hate Jews now. Wow, holy shit. Yeah, and they also say that the bowl cut in the bowl cut that Dylan Roof has is apparently also really bad. It's a hate symbol. You don't need to get bowl cuts. That's bad. Anyway, next news. One of the proudest day of my life. Started working at Activision Blizzard as production coordinator today. So here is Berkan Denizyaran. This guy, if you guys don't know who this is the developer of Hunt Down the Freeman. If you guys are not familiar with Hunt Down the Freeman, it is the Half-Life fan fiction game that turns into a full game that has YouTubers voicing the characters, including people like Pyrocynical and freaking Keemstar. Keemstar! Yes! I'm not fucking kidding! Keemstar! On a freaking Half-Life game! I am dead fucking serious! This guy got a job at Activision Blizzard as production coordinator. Damn. I mean, damn. I mean, damn. For the record, Hunt Down the Freeman is a fucking horrible game. It is a fucking horrible. It is such a. It's a garbage game. So having Activision to hire this guy. Yikes. It is a yikes. It is a yikes. You fucked up my face. Oh. He knows how to scam people, so it makes sense. Do they know? Yeah, he will Hunt Down the Freeman? Of course. And they know. They know that this guy makes Hunt Down the Freeman, and yet they hired him anyway. So I suppose this is an inspirational story to all of you guys. If you make crap, if you make shit, you will be hired by... Actually, you'd be hired by a shit company. So you know what? I'd say both of y'all are a perfect match. What do you guys think? Do you think it's a perfect match? I'd say it's a perfect match. Activision is a shit company and he hires shit developers. So, yep. They deserve each other. They deserve each other. I don't know if it's a wholesome story or a bad story, but there you go. A match made in hell. Both of y'all. The true OTP. Anyway, oh, for God's sake. Okay, epic gamers. You see, I don't know why the new term for the really angry, really the heavy anti-SJW gamers, we call them the epic gamers, the epic Fortnite gamers or whatever. That's the new term that the normies use to describe the anti-SJW, I suppose you can say, the really hardcore anti-SJW gamers. But okay, epic gamers, here's a reminder that not political. American war crimes are bad. Spec Ops, War on Terror, Allegory, Halo, a Middle Eastern guy killing Crusaders on Assassin's Creed, Fascist Dystopia, and Warhammer 40k. Political, women, gay people, minorities, trans people, haircuts. You know, the funny thing about this take is that at one point I used to say, hey, no, we're not saying that these things are not political. We're just saying that these, for example, women. Women, well, there are many games where they star women and it's not political, like freaking River City Girls. That game stars women and it's not political at all. It's just a little fun game. Shantae, that game stars women. It's not political. What people complain about is the forced diversity. It's where you put women in situations where they're not supposed to be there, like Battlefield 5. That's where people have complaints about. As for gay people, I don't know. Depends. Example, please. I'm pretty sure most people have no issues with gay people. I mean, Dragon Age 2, people don't have issue with Dragon Age 2, aside from the game itself, I guess, being not as good as Dragon Age 1, apparently. I haven't played Dragon Age 2, but Dragon Age 1 is great. Mass Effect 3, well, Mass Effect 3 has a lot of issues, but actually the gay characters in Mass Effect 3 is one of them. to be fair to Mass Effect 3. Except for Samantha. Trainer is okay. The other guy, the gay dude, he's just eh. But minorities, I'm pretty sure people don't minorities. Did appabend just diss Shantae? I did not diss Shantae. I just mentioned, hey, Shantae. There. Minorities, when? Since when did people... Anyway, you get the point. But as time went on, as we see takes from, say, One Angry Gamer going, oh no, We have a freaking trans flag and a freaking rainbow flag in a game. As I see people like that, I'm starting to time and on more and more believe in this thing. I think there are going to be some people out there who are going to be outraged at the fact that, oh no, there are women in the game. Oh no, there are gay people in the game. Oh no, there are minorities. Oh no, there are trans people. Oh no, there are haircuts. You know, you got one angry gamer proving these people right. I want to disagree with the take, but then there are those people who make me say, you know what, maybe you have a point. Seriously, I thought it was quartering. Don't give an inch, they will take a mile. Anyway, there was a reply to this. There was a continuation to this. Why did I not have it? Give me a minute. Disorganized me. Always get things disorganized. Where is it? Yeah, I'll probably find it somewhere. Probably not gonna argue with it. But anyway, moving on. Spending $60 in a video game doesn't make sense anymore. Well, let's start with this article first. Now, this article talks mostly about the new Xbox Game Pass. The Xbox Game Pass will let you to rent 343 and counting more games for about $10 a month. So that's why the article says spending $60 on a video game doesn't make sense anymore. Well, if you use Xbox Game Pass as your example, it's because Xbox Game Pass is a renting service. And you buy $60 for a video game, that's where you own the game and the game is rightfully yours. So when you buy a game, the physical copy of the game, for example, like these, when you buy physical copies of games, these games are yours. You buy $60 games, these games are yours. But if you rent the game, well, if you don't subscribe, then then you're gonna get off. Then you're not gonna have those games. That's why it's the rent. It's the rent those games. But a much interesting question that needs to be asked here is that, has there ever been a video game in the past 1 or 2 years, or maybe even this year, that you would recommend for $60? I certainly can only recall one game that I would recommend for $60, and that's Fire Emblem Three Houses. But that's because that game has a lot of content, the story content is good, the gameplay content is good, but I can't think of any other games. Nier, not even Nier. As much as I love Nier, I'd say $40 because the gameplay is not for everybody. The story is also not for everybody. As much as I love Nier, I'd say $40 is the one that I recommend for the price. Let's see. Sekiro? Not even Sekiro. Kingdom Hearts 3? The Witcher 3? Yeah, The Witcher 3 I'd recommend for $60. Doom in 2 months? Yeah, Doom is also pretty good, $60. Astral Chain is worth $60. Depends. If you're for gameplay, yes. For the story, no. Persona 5? 40. I'd say 40 for Persona 5. But, yeah, the point is, there haven't been, for me at least, there haven't been a lot of games that I would recommend for $60. So when you say you should be spending $120 to $150 of them, okay, hold up, man. $120, $150 of them. Okay, hold up, bro. Hold up there. Hold up. Now, this is coming from the sentiment on the industry that game development costs rise, but the game price is still the same. So AAA game developers, they keep on making these video games. The price of their development keeps going up, but the game is sold at the same price from decades ago. At 2009, the game is still being sold $60 to the same price as being sold today, $60. But the thing is, $60 back then is around $72 today. So it's about like 20%, around 20% increase. But my point is, well, there are so many other factors that would compensate to that $60 price tag. You can't just raise a video game for like $120 and expect people to buy them. Like, seriously. I mean, we're still talking about the realms of AAA at this point. And AAA game developers, I think people know them very well. They're still pretty good at their marketing. People know about them. People know Capcom. People know EA, Activision. You don't really need to do a lot of marketing these days. You can just post a marketing video on YouTube, on your channel or whatever, and a lot of game journals gonna be like, oh my god, this game is announced in this or whatever. They're gonna spread that around. Oh, this game is announced or whatever. And if you keep on doing the social media promotion, which are free, by the way, you can do it free. For the most part, it's free. You can just make your own YouTube channel and just upload the game or upload the promotion or whatever. You get a lot of reach. And when you get a lot of reach, you got a lot of people to know about your game. They're most likely to buy your game. That should compensate with that $60 price tag, as opposed to back then in 2009, for example, when, well, there are still digital games, but it's not as common. It's not as common as today. It's not as we're used to with digital copies these days, more so than back then. Physical copies is still a thing, but now it's not much more of a thing. But if you're saying we should spend $120 to $150 on the game, on a single AAA game, no, I disagree. That is too much. It's gonna crash. The market's gonna crash. You're gonna have a freaking crash in the future. And also, Borderlands 3, for example, Borderlands 3, a game that I constantly say, I want to cancel Borderlands 3, and some people agree with me, and has sold in more than 5 million units within the first 5 days of launch, because the gameplay is actually good. The story is shit, but the gameplay is good, and that's why people seek for Borderlands 3, and that's good for them. That's great for them. Criminal Imagination, donate to $10. Everything in that political list I actually want in my games. I just want to present all of it casually and give them significance to the story, romance, etc. A good way to do things so bloggers don't have a chance to strawman. Thank you so much for the donation. And I agree. Yes. But seriously, Borderlands 3, fastest selling title in 2K history, highest selling 2K game on PC, second 2K franchise to generate more than $1 billion, 70% digital sales. This is a game that at the moment doesn't have microtransactions at the moment, and it only relies on the single player or co-op campaign, and it's sold for $60, and it's the fastest selling title in 2K history. It's almost like selling games for $60 would still net you profit. It would still be profitable for you. And the fact that the game is highest selling 2K game on PC despite Epic Game Store exclusivity. Yeah, Epic Game Store. Despite the fact that people talk about how garbage, like me, talk about how garbage Epic Game Store is, which it is garbage. The game still sells very well. And you see, I've seen people use Epic Game Store a lot more because they give away games. They give away Batman Arkham. They give away Batman Arkham. I saw somebody on my college downloading Batman Arkham games on Epic Game Store. They're giving away these games and all of that. And some people have this misconception that, well, I don't hate Epic that much. I will buy games from them, but I don't just think their store is not great. I prefer Steam. That's just my opinion. I wouldn't say I would not buy a game from them. I just think it's not a great store. And a lot of people think it's not a great store to the point where they don't want to buy these games on them. So, but Batman Arkham is old, dude. There are still people who want to play them, as evidenced by a few of my college friends there. So, yeah. And not just Borderlands, but Borderlands is just a new example. You got Sekiro, we got Resident Evil 2, you got Capcom has been doing a really wonderful redemption arc. Please do not screw it up with the new Project Resistance, Capcom. That looks like shit. I don't know about y'all, but that new Project Resistance trailer, that doesn't look good to me. That looks like shit. Don't ruin it, Capcom. You are just doing so well in the redemption arc. We have to go back to this shit. But anyway, yeah. Where's Outbreak? I need Outbreak. I need my Outbreak. I need my Outbreak remake. Anyway. Where was I? The subhead of this article is the Netflix model is here, and then goes on to say horrific things like this. Okay, what is this horrific thing? Paying full price for a game has always been a foolish choice, of course. Well, it depends. It depends on which perspective, how would you say it's foolish? Without fail, seemingly every new title gets knocked down $10 or $20. That's fair. That's a fair criticism, because it does happen. A lot of full price titles these days, they got knocked down for $10 to $20 every single time. They got sale for $60, like Shadow of the Tomb Raider. It went on sale for like $40, $40 to $30 ever since only a month after its release, because the game's just not that great. It depends. But seriously, it depends. And it only looks at the consumer perspective, not what the perpetual churn and crunch of a subscription model does to studio employees. Spoiler, the Netflix model isn't working. Well, the offer isn't really talking about say the free-to-play, the Fortnite business model, because it is evidence to cause a lot of crunch on Epic, as we talk about in my previous videos. The offer specifically talks about renting video games, like Xbox Game Pass, renting video games and having more and more games come into the platform. But as for it's not working, I don't know. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. Y'all are fun. No one makes you to buy bad games. Muting this as the brigading begun. Taz. Seriously, man. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. We were actually talking about legitimate industry business, legitimate game industry business, and you're just, yeah, I'm just gonna mute y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on, man. Come on. Pathetic indeed. Now let's get to talk about Joker. What a clown world that we're living in. What a freaking clown world. Literal freaking clown world. But seriously, what a clown world that we're living in. Joaquin Phoenix won't talk about the ties between Joker and white terrorism. What the fuck is the tie between Joker and white terrorism? Who the fuck are these journalists who brings up all these freaking dumbass questions to the freaking actors? He walked out of an interview after a reporter asked him whether the movie might inspire real life acts of violence. What the fuck are you? Oh my, I can't believe it. My life is a comedy. I can't believe how relevant the film Joker is these days. Talents of Water donated $1. That guy has one of the smuggest Twitter pro pics I've ever seen. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep on donating, guys. But seriously though, what the fuck is the connection between Joker and white terrorism? And how can the film inspire real life acts of violence? Anyway, moving on. During the interview, Phoenix was asked if he was worried that this film might perversely end up inspiring exactly the kinds of people it's about, with potentially tragic results. What? Wait, what? What are you? What? I don't. What? What? How the? The question caused Phoenix to mutter, "Why would you? No." What a base man! That is based. Joaquin Phoenix is fucking based. God damn. Big huge clap for Joaquin Phoenix. That is a base response. Damn. Exact. I would do that too. I would do that too. That is a good response. That is a good response. What a fucking base reply to the interviewer before walking out, only to return an hour later after the journalist did some peace brokering with a Warner Brothers PR. Explaining his response, Phoenix said that the question hadn't crossed his mind before, and then asked what an intelligent answer would have sounded like. Well, first off, that's a dumb question. That does not deserve an intelligent response. That is a dumb question asked by dumb people that does not deserve an intelligent response. Okay? This is already a good response. Why would you no, and then walking out? That is the perfect response for that. This is a dumb question that does not deserve any intelligent response. Jesus Christ. Next question. There you go. Breaking news. I don't think it's the responsibility of a filmmaker to teach the audience morality. Joaquin Phoenix defends his controversial new film Joker against claims that will incite violence before storming out of a separate interview. Based. What? That is a based. True. Yes. That is true. It is not the responsibility of the freaking filmmaker to teach the audience morality. Why the hell are we living in a society where this has to be freaking asked? Okay, I can't believe that this question has to be asked. How dumb these people are being. And here's the thing. It's not the matter of, these people are asking this question because they want to get clicks or anything like that. If you guys seen Straight Outta Compton, there's a scene with Ice Cube's son playing Ice Cube, where he got interviewed by the reporter. He's saying something along the lines of, "You're talking about me like I'm some elected official, like I'm running for office. But I get it. You're just doing the clicks and I'm paraphrasing it at this point. But you're doing all the clicks, you're going all the news and everything like that." And then he just said, "What's your name?" to the reporter. And then it says, "Brian." And then he goes, "Eat a dick, Brian. Get the fuck out of my face. I'm done here." Y'all done here. Y'all should watch Straight Outta Compton. It's a great film. But anyway, this is, I can't believe that this is I can't believe that this has to be said. Joker movie director Todd Phillips wonders why John Wick wasn't met with the same scrutiny over violence. Yeah, why? John Wick, he's a white male. Okay, shut it. Okay, shut it, Todd Phillips. Shut it. It doesn't fucking matter he's a white male or not. He's a white male. Okay, to be fair to Todd Phillips, it was the journalist who brought up the white male argument, not him. To be fair, I think he's trying to reply to the journalist. It was the journalist who brought up, well, he's a white male too. So I would reply, yeah, he's a white. John Wick is also a white male. He kills 300 people and everybody's laughing and hooting and hollering. Why does this movie get held to different standards? Exactly. Tons of water donated $2. Sorry to give another donation, but shouldn't they be more concerned with the mental health of potential terrorists rather than some movie inspiring them? There we go. Thank you. Thank you for the donation. Keep on coming, guys. Keep on coming. But he's right. He's right. Leave John Wick out of this, man. But he's right, though. But Keanu is South Asian. Yeah, yes. I get it, but you get the point. You get the point. Y'all get the point, okay? You get the point. That the point that he's trying to convey is that, well, John Wick is portrayed as a man. Is portrayed as a white man. But anyway, leave John Wick out of this. Yeah, John Wick, because tone. Obviously, it's tone. While I haven't seen Joker yet, it's a comic film that seems more like a prestige drama. John Wick is basically a comic book movie with no comic book. Yep, John Wick is basically a cartoon. It's a pulp fantasy. Hold up. The Joker film that was based on Batman, that is not a cartoon film, but John Wick is a cartoon film, a comic book film. Okay. Okay. I'm moving on. I'm confused. Warner Brothers has released a statement on the controversy regarding Joker. Neither the fictional character nor the film is an endorsement of real-world violence of any kind. It is not the intention of the film, filmmakers, or the studio to hold this character up as a hero. I can't believe that this has to be said. It's freaking obvious that Joker is not supposed to be the hero. What? Oh my god, I can't. Oh, moving on. Joker has disinvited interview press from covering the red carpet at its premiere. Bravo! Joker has disinvited interview press from covering the red carpet at its premiere. You know what? Good. Good. Excellent. Excellent. Good. Excellent. Fucking finally. These press are fucking dumb. These press are fucking dumb. How about don't fucking deal with them? Don't answer any of their fucking shit questions. Good. Good. Remove them. Just remove them out of the freaking... You don't need them. Phillips think that people as a whole are waiting for a target they can police on, and Joker may be an obvious one. And in this case, it's not about the right wing targeting Hollywood movies over guns. It's broader than that. I think it's because outrage is a commodity. I think it's something that has been a commodity for a while. What's outstanding to me in this discourse in this movie is how easily the far left can sound like the far right when it suits their agenda. It's really been eye-opening for me. Wow. The director got red-pilled. You have done something so fucking stupid. This is the thing. When you have done something so fucking stupid that the director says, you people are acting exactly the same as the far right. You people on the far left are acting exactly the same as the people in the far right. Or the people that the far left claims to be far right. Tyler Preston donated $1. Anyone remember how back when American Psycho came out and how it glorified mass murder and the multiple cases of murders inspired by Patrick Bateman? Yeah, me neither, because it didn't happen because it's completely idiotic. Well, thank you so much for the donation. Speaking of mass murder, if you guys remember the whole craze with Death Note, how people buying these Death Note books and they're putting names on them. It's usually just a bunch of fucking pretentious kids doing that. It's just a bunch of like really edgy, pretentious kids just writing names on the freaking Death Note, on the actual Death Note. Not actual Death Note book, just replicas of Death Note book that doesn't actually work. Yeah, that craze was fucking stupid too. Ugh. But anyway, yeah, there's that. And here's the thing. Here's the really amazing thing. Mike Senecal, the father of Catherine Senecal, who was a victim of the 2012 shooting and helped save her friend who was shot. So keep in mind, if you guys remember the 2012 shooting, back when The Dark Knight Rises came out, there was a shooting in the theater. And this is the father of the victim, Catherine Senecal. The victim, Catherine Senecal, Mike Senecal. He tells TMZ his daughter would not have echoed the sentiments of the letter sent to Warner Brothers. He says Katie would have been able to separate the movie from real life. And Mike believes those who can't are part of the problem. Thank you. Thank you. Finally, someone is based. Fucking, this is a really based take. What an amazing freaking take. Exactly. Damn. He adds that violent people exist regardless of whether or not Joker comes out. Exactly. And people who have issues with the film don't have to see it. Based. Once a clap. What a base take. Damn right. Yes. Give this man a pizza. Give this man a prize. Mike says he plans to see the movie and thinks his daughter would have too. Sadly, Katie died last year by suicide. He says she struggled with mental health issues before the shooting. Oh, she's not a victim, but she was on the shooting. And she recognized the biggest epidemic in this country is a lack of mental health care, not movies. Jesus Christ, with these people. Oh my Lord, these people. Oh my God, these people. Is being incel a prerequisite for liking movies based on DC characters? Because it sure seems like it. Well, there you go, guys. There you go. Liking the Joker means that you're an incel. Liking the Joker means that you're an incel. If you want to see the Joker, that means you're an incel. You're an incel, guys. If you want to see the Joker, that means y'all incel. You're all incel. Of course. Of course. Of course. They're all just incels, right? Ugh. But seriously though, I do want to ask something very interesting. Speaking of incels, the incels aren't just straight white men, because we have other types of incels. We got the women incel, we got the gay incels, we got the trans incels. I suppose heterosexuality is so fucking sad. A woman will be drop dead gorgeous married to some man who looks like an Ed Sheeran Eminem hybrid who doesn't even know her birthday. That is an incel mentality. Except it's being said by a lesbian? A trans lesbian? Don't forget the wincels. Those CalArts profile picture. But just saying to y'all that the incels, most of them are straight white males. There are some of them who have this incel mentality too. Incel is a mentality, not an idea, not an identity. Anyway, and there's this. I changed my Grindr pic from the pic on the left to the one on the right as an experiment. I never hook up using Grindr anymore and immediately got hit up by dozens of people. Gays are misogynistic and can fuck off permanently now. Okay, so let me get this straight. People who are gay are looking for masculine men instead of feminine men. And you complain about it because they don't want you. Oh, I need to put a sad violin on that, man. Sad. How sad. How sad. How sad that you didn't get laid because you dress up feminine. And now you're accusing people of being misogynistic. But come on, man. Come on. Even on the chat says my eyes on the left. Because this left doesn't, the picture on the left here doesn't look appealing. Look at the right. The right is okay. It's just it's a 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10, but it's okay. But the left, ooh, too much makeup. It looks like, no thanks. That's why people swipe left? Is it swipe left or sorry? But they deny you. They deny you the freaking pleasure. The mangaka donated $5. Thank you so much. Wasn't idolizing the Joker a super cool thing to do about 3 years ago? Oh wait, that was when Jared Leto supposedly played him. But well, I suppose now it's an incel thing. Thank you so much for the donation. Anyway, let's carry on. No, I'm suggesting that you can't be surprised that a photo in heavy makeup and women's clothing. Women's clothing? Yeah. Come on, man. I didn't even notice that. I didn't even notice that at first. Women's clothing. Man. Yikes. That is a yikes. That is a yikes for me. Women's clothing doesn't do well on an app for gay men, and then use that as evidence to make a statement that gays are misogynistic and fuck off permanently. Gay men can be transphobic and toxically masculine too. Of course they can be. Of course they can. Isn't this the incel mentality? Like I said, incel is not an identity. It's a mentality. Everybody can have that. Gay people can have that. Straight people can have that. Trans people can have that. Men can have that. Women can have that. Everyone can have this incel mentality. And this is just one example. Oh no, the gay men, they look for masculine men instead of feminine men. Just like the incels, like, oh no, those Stacys, they're looking for Chads instead of me. Fellas, is it misogynistic to be gay? The difficulty is with a privileged male. Shaking my head. I suppose that's also the one thing that people find not so attractive about you. You believe in the male privilege. The male privilege, y'all. The male privilege is taking over the world, y'all. And that word is patriarchy. Da da da! Lightning. Oh, Jonathan McIntosh. I miss it when you're being ironic like that. Or are you being unironic? Anyway, no fats, no femmes, no blacks, no Asians. Twitter really showed out today. Damn. Ouch, y'all are mean. Y'all are mean. Oh, I am mean. Oh, how sad. How sad. Oof. Yikes. Oh, yikes. Yikes. I'm gonna be off of Twitter for a while because of the hate I attracted here. Fucking ratio 10-4 there. Damn. Stop with the y'all appropriation. Boo-hoo, bitch. There you go. SMT and Persona fans slandering each other on the timeline. Homeless man calling another homeless man broadcasting. Okay. I'm putting this just because I'm gonna diss on the Persona and SMT fans. I need to get this. It's a frog. I need the frog. Where's the frog having the argument? This is the Twitter conversation between these clouds. See this. This is the Twitter conversation. This. God damn it! Stop writing it that way. God damn it! Portrait view. Why are you doing this on portrait? There you go. There you go. Caption that, ladies and gentlemen. Caption that. That's the freaking fights in there. The freaking Pepe in real life. Anyway, let's move on. Anyway, there's this game called Heartbeat, and it's gotten very positive reviews from December 12, 2018. It's got released last year. It's got very positive reviews on all reviews, but recently it got mostly negative. And why is that? Well, let's read. Unfortunately, I can't recommend this game at all now that the developer's awful transphobic behavior has come out. Oh no. Is this one of those cases, one of those Iron Fury cases again? For a game theoretically trying to be about kindness and friendship, that sort of behavior is absolutely bewildering. For what it's worth, I would have said positive things about the game before this, but now I just regret giving them money. I cannot in good conscience recommend this game to anyone knowing and having experienced the manipulative and bigoted behavior of the lead dev and the people close to her. Involvement with the game has made me suffer time and time again because of her, and I could not possibly enjoy it knowing what I do now, nor could I bear supporting her. Okay, I'm getting more curious. What has this developer done? What has this developer done to cause such ire? I really enjoyed this game. 39 people find this really funny. I really enjoyed this game. I stream it, recommend it to countless friends. I talk up the heck out of how it really seemed like a very positive piece of representation for the LGBT community. I'm extremely saddened and disappointed to write that I can't do that anymore after it was brought to my attention that one of the game's biggest fan artists was dating the lead dev, went on a public Twitter rant misgendering trans women and accusing them of transitioning only to fuck lesbian women. Okay, I looked up to the Discord and through a mix of poking around found that the lead dev was also extremely condescending towards trans people, yikes, and prone to just deleting their comments rather than addressing their concerns. Unless Sheeple at one point is willing to make a direct statement addressing these issues, I can't see myself ever supporting Heartbeat or Chumbosoft ever again in the future. God damn. Does that mean the anti-SJWs are gonna buy this game by the bulk just to own the SJWs? I don't know. Here's the thing, guys. The developers, at least according to from what I'm seeing, are SJWs, but they're not they're TERFs. That's the best way to put it. There are TERFs, as in trans exclusionary radical feminists, as in they are feminists except they don't consider trans women as women. That's why they got this ire, or at least the girlfriend of the developer got this ire. So I'd say my opinion on this entire thing, I'd say this. I need this. Let them fight. Let them fight. Let these two fuckers fight. Yes, fucking fight. Really awesome to know that one of the popular artists in the Heartbeat RPG community, who's also the lead dev's girlfriend, is a raging transphobe. Fucking hell yeah, let them fight. Let's see the take. Let's see the take. This is the take, apparently. This is from the lead developer's girlfriend. I have never been so ashamed to be born in this country until now, America, a place where men believe they can mutilate their penis and dress in an effeminate manner to become female. Oh wow, the TERF sign is showing right there. The trans exclusionary radical feminist there is showing. You are not a lesbian. You are not female. Lesbians don't like penis no matter how you chop it up. You can surgically mold your penis into the Eiffel Tower if you want. You're not going to become friends. You're not impressing anyone. God damn! You are a straight man fetishizing lesbians to the point of trying to become one yourself. The problem? You can't. If a lesbian likes your dick or your vagina, she is not a lesbian. Men can be lesbian. Teal dear, trans women aren't women. Transbians aren't lesbians. God damn! God damn! Woo! Woo! Now that is very blunt, just straight up there. Trans women aren't women. So you know what? I'd say I don't really care of who's on the right or who's on the wrong. That's for you guys to discuss. I'm not in here, but I'm just here for the fight. I just want here, just let them fight. Let them freaking fight, guys. These two. Let them freaking fight. Get ready to popcorn. Where's the popcorn? God damn it, I ran out of popcorn. I want the fight. Come on. I need more drama. I need more let them fights, guys. Come on. I need a round 2 on this. Super effective. Let's talk about this dumb comic. Okay. So Matt Lubchetsky posted this dumb comic. Towns of Water donated $2. I bought that Heartbeat game since Nitro Rat recommended it. I honestly kind of regret it. Huh. Yikes. But thank you so much for the donation. So anyway. I can't believe I've been cancelled. This is so unfair. Watch out. It might be you who gets it next from the mob. Just for saying racist things constantly. My reputation is totally trashed. And then he proceeds to sell on books and books about how his life is cancelled. How he got cancelled by the comedy show. And racist guy Knightley got cancelled. Okay, but so this comic is trying to convey the point that, well, cancel culture is not really hurting people's success. It's only going to make them more successful. But by that logic, then you shouldn't cancel them. Right? I mean, if you cancel someone and they become ridiculously more successful as time went on, then shouldn't the logical conclusion is to not cancel them? I mean, I don't know about you, but this comic sort of imply that canceling people actually explicitly sort of show that canceling people actually makes them more successful. So, shouldn't this make you want to not cancel people, given that it's effectively amplifying their voice through channels that take joy from their cancellation? No. I'm putting a rect on that. But it's true though. But he's right. But Libran is right. He's right. Is right. Shouldn't this actually mean that you shouldn't cancel people because that would only amplify their voice? But it's right. The comics logic is, this is 1000 level IQ logic there. 1000 plus levels IQ there. Oh, hello, Mitch. How are you doing? It's been a while. And now let's talk about this. Oh boy, this, my friend, this is the spiciest thing that happened this week. Kotaku, for some reason, decided that it would be a good idea to post an article talking about video game porn and how it could be a lot sexier and less gross. Well, considering that this is a porn coming from a video game whose character models you ripped straight out of the Harry Potter games. You know, those PS2 Harry Potter games? They ripped the character models from that game and used those character models for porn. And we're not talking considering the quality of this, we're not talking about the PS3, like the Deathly Hallows game. We're talking like Prisoner of Azkaban, like when Harry Potter, Hermione, when they're like in 14 or 15. So you technically posted loli porn or child porn, fictional child porn here, because they're 15. Kotaku, what are you doing? There's a big yikes, Kotaku. What are you doing, Kotaku? You just posted child porn. You just posted CP, Kotaku. That is a wee. FBI, open up. You just posted Harry Potter porn where the characters are about 15 years old. We began with some extremely terrible Harry Potter porn. My friend and I are both into Harry Potter as much as you can be, now that the offer has turned out to be a trans exclusionary feminist who clumsily retcons diversity into her work. You know what? I'll give you that. J.K. Rowling is... J.K. Rowling. J.K. Rowling is being J.K. Rowling. So there were 4 episodes, each centering a different coupling, each using the low poly models from, I would guess, one of the PlayStation 2 games. Mitch did it 246, Cry Havoc, and let slip the thoughts of war. Thank you so much for the donation, Mitch. Thank you. Anyway, where was I? Most of them, for reasons only the creator can know, involve crab or goyle. I don't know or care about the difference, honestly, let's just say crab. So essentially one of the bullies that follow Malfoy. Hermione was fucking him. But the weirdest part about this conversation, the weirdest thing that I noticed from this article, really weird for the writer to write this, is that the writer is picking up plot holes on the porn. Like, just read this. It would have been quite an entertaining watch if it wasn't for the utter disregard for accuracy. Writer, it's porn. It's porn. It's porn. It's fucking porn. Criminal Imagination donated $2. Remember, folks, Kotaku called us pedos over anime and Dragon Crown. Exactly. They're the guys who called us pedos, and all those anime weeboos out there fapping on their lolis. They're the horrible ones. But no, we fap into Harry Potter porn. But seriously though, it's porn. Who cares? Who cares if it's not accurate? Who cares? It's porn. Hermione and Crabbe meet up in the Gryffindor common room, which is unlikely as Crabbe would need the password. Why are you picking up plot holes? This is autistic as fuck. I mean, this is what my friend would have done. My friend who was also autistic, he's picking up the very tiny little details and completely missing the overall point. It's porn, lady. It's porn. And then they had sex on the sofa in front of the fire. Crab magically removed Hermione's uniform with a wordless spell, which is magic far too advanced for Crab. And then at the end, ejaculated a weird stringy slime onto her. You mean sperm. You mean cum. In another scene, Draco rimmed Cho Chang in the hospital while Ron and Hermione had a cheeky shag next door, which seems logistically unlikely, not to mention unhygienic. It's fucking porn, you dummy! Why are you calling out blood also porn? What the fuck is wrong with you? How can you enjoy life? How can you enjoy porn if you have to constantly nitpick them once in a while? What have you done wrong? It's like going to Gerudo Link porn and says, well, if the people at Gerudo finds out that Link is a guy, then they would have just kick him out instead of, just sucking his dick all night long. What are you? Finally, Harry got into the girls' dormitory to get a blowjob from Ginny. Impossible, since it's enchanted against boys. The dormitory, that is, not Ginny's vagina. Excuse me? All the while, Cho and Hermione lay fully naked on top of their bed sheets, and at the end, Harry transformed into Draco and looked right at the camera. If anyone actually managed to find any of that sexy, I take my hat off of them. Well, to be fair, considering the character models, they look like this, I personally wouldn't think that they're sexy. And considering that they're based on the real life models goddamn. Considering that they're based on the real life models of, say, Daniel Radcliffe or Rupert Grint or Emma Watson or whatever, or the guy who played Malfoy, considering that they're based on real life actors, they're playing them when they were like 15 to 16. This can classify as child porn too. Emma Thompson. This is actual child porn. But that's not the end. That's not the end of the conversation. The writer also watched this. This, my friend, is Misty from Pokemon. Now, can y'all tell me how old is Misty from Pokemon? Come on, chat. Tell me how old is Misty from Pokemon. 10, 12, 13, 14, 10. At least 10 to 12. 10 or 11, 10, 12, 10, 12. Kotaku, you just posted loli porn, and yet you call out everybody that likes on anime. Oh, they're pedophiles. They're a bunch of lolicons. They're the filthy lolicons. And yet here you are posting porn with characters under the age of 15. What is wrong with you? How can you screw this up so bad? They messed up. Now, for the record, I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind these. Okay, you can go fap to whatever you want. I'm just pointing out the hypocrisy. It's from Kotaku. They're the same kinds of people who say this. At E3, Soul Calibur's objectified women felt like a relic of the past. They say these. They shame you for being, you can't win with Kotaku. You say, when the characters are mature, you can't win with these people. When the characters are mature, when the characters actually have tits, or you say, women objectification, it's sexualization, it's bad, it's the patriarchy. When the women are under the age of, say 18, for example, say, oh, you're a pedophile. You can't win with these people. You can't. And the best part, and that's not the best part, there's still more to this. There's more. The writer protected her account. Straight up. The writer just protected her account because, well, this is a shit article. Narrative designer at Coop made journalist Kotaku, but only talk about sex games. Look, you can talk about sex games all you want, but you're talking at this at Kotaku. Go talking about it in your blog or something. People wouldn't have cared. People wouldn't have cared if you talk about this on your blog. If you have your own number blog, if you talk it on Tumblr, for example, think, well, it's just a typical Tumblr post. Nothing to see here, but you posted this on Kotaku. This is a Tumblr post that should have been on Tumblr. Well, unfortunately, consider that Tumblr is banning porn these days. Well, it can't be on Tumblr, but Tumblr has got a reputation for porn these days. I just say it should be on Tumblr, but it's not on Tumblr. So, what are you doing, Kotaku? What are you doing? But that's not the best part. Oh no. Reset Era got pissed. They got pissed. They called Kotaku out. So when Reset Era called you out, at this moment, this is the only thing that I can play. Fucking let them fight. Let them fight. Let them fight. Ladies and gentlemen, are you guys ready? Are you guys ready for another Let Them Fight moment? Grab in your popcorns, guys. Grab in your popcorn, for this is the civil war amongst the moral guardians. Reset Era versus Kotaku. Who is going to win? Let the rounds begin. Let the games begin. Let's get ready to rumble. Go! Let's go! Cool, can we finally ban them along with 8chan and stop getting weirdly defensive and throwing out... I actually haven't read this. There's also a pic of Zelda being raped by Boko goblins. Yikes. Anyway, thanks in advance. What in the actual fuck? Please tell me there isn't anyone defending this. Like, legitimately, how is this allowed to even get published? I don't know. People on Kotaku are fucking dumb, that's why. This shit would get banned even on 4chan. Oof! Yikes, Kotaku! How are you going to deal with this? Can we get a staff post telling people to stop whining about these past articles? What do you mean past articles? This is a very recent article. Very, like the moment when I captured this article, when I take a screenshot on this article, it was 48 minutes ago. Very, very recent. Very, very recent article. There's seemingly nothing wrong with them, so it's weird to look at them alone, as it's fine to insult them. And similarly, even jumping on the writer to begin, oh no, even the Reset Era have conflict. So it's not Kotaku versus Reset Era, it's Reset Era versus themselves versus Kotaku. So the round gets even more interesting. It is a tag team battle. Yes, finally, it gets even more interesting. The woke civil war. It is a Royal Rumble. It is a Royal Rumble. Yes. It is a three-way. Oh, finally. Oh, yes. I fucking love this. What a drama. Attack on Reset Era. Yes, writing about sex games at Kotaku is literally her job. That's why all her past articles are about sex games. What's the point here? The point here is that one, Kotaku just posted porn of freaking characters who look like the actors when they were 15, as in child porn, and talking about those. And the second part... it's on Kotaku. It's not supposed to be a platform where you talk about porn. It's supposed to be on Tumblr. There's a freaking inner conflict going on. You got people who are against the article. You got people who are for it and defending the women. The women. The women did nothing wrong. It's obviously the editors. It's the woman who wrote the article, but she did nothing wrong. It was obviously the editor. God damn you, Stephen Totila or Jason Schreier. This is the sort of hard-hitting investigative journalism I hope to find in Jason's fourth book. Era looking for Jason like, Jason! Okay, that is funny. Okay, that is fucking funny. That is funny. The fucking scene from Heavy Rain of Ethan going, Jason! Jason! Press X to Jason! Jason! Jason, where are you? Kotaku needs help! Oh my god. Press X to Jason, guys! X! Jason! Jason! Sean! Sean! Can we ban Kotaku now? Ooh. Others have gotten the persona non grata treatment here for minuscule offenses. This Kotaku thing is some disgusting shit. The concern trolling people taking this, oh my god. Oh, there's the fucking Civil War is amazing. The concern trolling of people taking this to Gamergate level rhetoric. Wow. Wow, you have to brought that up even. Why the theatrics? Child pornography concern trolling. Yeah, right. There's the fucking Civil War and recent era. It's amazing. It's amazing. I just love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it. There's so much drama. Oh my god. Such a good round. The infighting, the fight, the popcorns, man. I can only have shekels. I need the shekels. Come on, y'all. Place your bets. Place your bets, y'all. Who's gonna win on this? Who is going to win on this? Eat each other. Let them fight. Yes, we need shirts. We need merch. Kotaku versus Reset Era versus Reset Era. Oh, man. But it turns out, after all the outrage, it's Kotaku who has to step down, who has to admit defeat. So, congratulations for Reset Era for winning the fight. Congratulations, Reset Era, for winning the fight. Y'all get a clap on me. Y'all get a clap. Reset Era is the victor on this fight. Kotaku took down the article and posted an apology. This story, part of our regular coverage of the intersection of sex in games, originally included screenshots from several porn parodies with a note that they were not safe for work. We have since removed those images. While the intent of this article was to provide a snapshot of the kind of gaming and geek porn that's out there now, it's clear in retrospect that, in terms of the images and the analysis you expect from us, the kind of analysis where you nitpick freaking Harry Potter porn. Anyway, where is I? We made a mistake. Readers are understandably uncomfortable about these kind of depictions of characters who are often depicted or thought as teenagers. I am too and apologize. We can do better and we will. Stephen Totillo, Editor-in-Chief. Wow. Wow. And again, I need y'all to remind y'all that the child actors in the 3D porn Kotaku linked to are based on the films where they are still underage and the characters they were playing were even younger. It's creepy. It's something that Kotaku would call out, but they didn't. And there's an entire freaking apology. An entire article with a freaking apology. On Tuesday afternoon, we published an article headline, "Animated video game porn could be a lot sexier and less gross." It's a piece we immediately regretted and that I wanted to talk to you, the readers, about. I can spare you a click, blah, 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 blah. That's the summary. What we published was upsetting to many readers and to me. While it isn't upsetting to me, it's fucking cringe. But man, I love myself some cringe. I do love myself some comedy. It's causing the infighting to Kotaku and Reset Era fighting themselves. It's caused such a massive entertaining value. Love it, love it, love it. And this apology is only adding to that entertainment value. It was also an uncharacteristically bad call by the people involved who have expressed to me their regret over the story and the pain it caused readers. Once I saw the article after it was live, unfortunately, so you didn't even... Anyway, we began removing images from the post and preparing a statement that was ultimately put atop of the article. It reads like as I read before. I've continued to think about the piece this week as I reviewed how we got here and why our editorial processes failed this time. Well, it always failed every single time. They're Kotaku. We pride ourselves on being willing to cover topics in and around gaming culture, including sex and porn, that others may find taboo. Well, it's the porn with the 3D images of child actors of the Harry Potter films when they were before Goblet of Fire, or maybe even during Goblet of Fire or Prisoner of Azkaban era. I mean, come on, man. Occasionally, we'll publish pretty breezy articles about a new sex game or about a fandom's excitement about shipping a pair of popular grown-up characters. Of course it's gonna be about the shipping, isn't it? A pair of popular grown-up characters. No, it's not necessarily popular grown-up characters, but okay. Tested it to $1. Don't mind me just pressing X on Kotaku's apology. This is a shit apology for the record. Spoiler alert. Other times we'll dive deeper, we'll investigate or closely analyze an interesting, if not always positive, aspect of sex games and their developers, content creators, and communities around them. For this story, I wish we'd taken that more rigorous approach. In other words, we could have put a little bit more effort into this story. Well, you don't put a lot of efforts in your articles, to be honest. So, from the comments under the article, it's clear that what many of you said you expected. For example, what does it mean that these parody videos about these particular franchises, many of which feature teenage characters and whose source material is geared towards young audiences, are so popular on websites like Pornhub, some of which more than 700k views? Let me spare you the time, Kotaku. Why are these popular? Because people are horny. Because people like them freaking Harry Potter sex the videos or the games or whatever. They like this sort of stuff, apparently. And if you don't understand it, well, it's not for you. It's a kink that some people have. Let me spare that analysis. How do the creators and industry around them operate? I don't know. Patreon. Donate to Patreon. And it's mostly just Patreon. Is there a moral debate around them? I hope not. As there often is fanfiction and fan art communities for any franchise that features younger characters. Well, there has been a lot of moral debates on a lot of these things on Twitter, but okay. And so on, we need more of that level of scrutiny and nuance, far more than we needed any explicit screenshots. Well, you didn't... As far as I know, you didn't talk about like the Nesco thing when Nessa, B got into the controversy. Goddamn, Kasumi from Persona 5 when she showed her thighs. Yeah, there's a lot of controversy on those on social media and people talking about how is it moral to have those images or whatever. Those images of fictional characters from Harry Potter and the other series having sex were not just shocking but repulsive to readers. Can't think why. The text of the article begged for a different framing than what people clicking on it got. That's ultimately on us as editors to have ensured. We did not. Our editorial team is resolved that this will not happen again. Uncomfortable as it may be, we strive to our own mistakes at Kotaku. While we do not remove articles, we update them as we have Tuesday in peace in the interest of transparency. I hope this apology will also convey the sense that we get it. We screwed this one up in an obvious way that we hope you will able to forgive. Well, you give quite a lot of entertaining drama, so keep posting cringe, Kotaku, and keep posting these dumbass apologies. There's no erasing anything from the internet, but there's also no sense trying to hide from it. We won't. I apologize to all of you. We badly failed to meet our own standards. Well, your standards are already pretty low in the first place, so follow of this, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that y'all have to see all of that. Kotaku Stephen Dotilla apologized for that recent porn article. And Reset Era is just hounding on this apology. Can't wait for Kate Gray's next article, seeing how she isn't going to be reprimanded in the slightest. She's a freelancer. The only reprimand there could even be is for them to not work with her again. But I don't think that would be the appropriate course of action. Her piece was bad, but as Stephen points out, could have actually become good. She was failed by her editor. Well, Reset Era white knighting a woman. It's definitely not her mistake. That is definitely not her analysis that's wrong. You know, when she nitpicks porn and talks about the factual inaccuracies in porn. No, that's not her fault. That's the editor's fault. Fair, I hope this acts as a reality check for them. Still, one thing I couldn't help but notice is that Totila doesn't really address why the article is in such bad taste directly. Because the writer is shit. Because her writing is shit. Is there a moral debate around them, as there often is in fanfiction and fan art communities for any franchise that features young characters? No, there's no debate. Don't do that shit again. There is. There is. You people at Reset Era constantly do this. every single time, every week. We talk about this every week. Every single time there's a freaking fan art or there's a freaking fictional character in an official game that you find problematic, you constantly try to moralize this issue. There's no debate. Well, it's not that there's no debate, it's that you won't debate. You will talk about this shit for weeks on end. You'll talk about this in social media, but you won't debate people. You won't talk with people and why I think your point is wrong. I think that's a decent apology, but your mileage may vary. What a baffling fuck up. Oh my lord. Yeah, there's that. Anyway, speaking of Reset Era, let's move on from that drama and go into more dumbass Reset Era drama. How do you deal with different opinions? I how do you deal with... I can't believe that such a basic question needs to be fucking asked. How do you deal with different opinions? Well, I don't know. Just I deal with them. It depends. Just to clarify, I'm not talking about things like racism, homophobia, classism, etc. Well, the problem is, what do you consider racism, homophobia, classism, etc.? Because you call a lot of things racism, homophobia, classism, etc. So even dissenting opinions don't correlate to that. Risky at $83. Western politics is such a clown universe. I decided to tune into Indonesian politics, aka real life Super Smash Brothers. It's turning to Crowd Zero. It's turning to freaking Crowd Zero. Y'all remember that film, Crowd Zero? It's the freaking gang. It's the freaking Japanese gang film. It's fighting each other. But seriously, thank you for the donation. Keep the donations coming, guys. Keep them coming. There are times where there are opinions in regards to games, books, movies, developers, etc. X thing is bad. That tends to piss me off. Oh, really? Really? How sad. I need to play the smallest violin to you. How sad. And I can't help but immense anger. I can't help but feel immense anger when I read them. Boo fucking who, man. Boo fucking who. I'm aware that those are just random people who I don't know personally, so I shouldn't care. You shouldn't! But fuck, I just can't help it. So how do you deal with the fact that there are people who have different opinions of things you're passionate about, or the fact that they dislike them? Move on! Accept the fact that the world does not revolve around you, that people do not have the same opinion as you. I don't know. Anything? You grow up and move on? And there's also this. So I think it's no secret that I'm a fan of Neon Falcon music, and people are trying to cancel Mitsuo Singa, apparently one of the new composers for the new recent Neon Falcon games, and its recent independent hentai music contractor Mitsuo Singa, and its recent influence on gaming's longest running and revered sound team, Falcon Sound Team JDK. This threat isn't made to some sort of OMG edit hentai smear. It's what Singa was most famous for and almost 100% of his work before he worked for Falcom. It's a threat unveiling who this random person who's been making all of these Falcom songs and their credentials. Now, to be fair to the person who posted this article, the composer isn't as great as the previous Falcom composers, but even then, one, if he did hentai, so what? And two, don't fucking dox him! So seriously, they just straight up dox him. They added his SoundCloud. It's hard to find any info, so they link all of these freaking the trail, get it? Because it's a Falcom, it talks about Falcom and it's trails, trails in the docks, trails of reset doxing. Seriously, the docs keeps on doxing. Turns out it's actually the artist blah 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 who lives in blah blah blah, and his wife Redacted, aka Redacted, who also sung the Trails of Redacted. Well, considering that it's a Trails of, it's either Cold Steel or Trails of Zero, or I don't know any of the Japanese Trails games that haven't been. You should have actually centered the of. So we can either, maybe it's Trails of, or it's either Trails in the sky, or we know it's Trails of Cold Steel. In 2015, he changed his eyes to Mitsuo Singa in his redacted resume. The freaking doxing, man! The freaking doxing, man. Seriously. Jesus Christ. Trails of Dox Steel. Trails of freaking Dox Steel. Now, his old work and his other amateur work seen here. Yeah, he just did an OFA for a freaking 18 plus production for a hentai. So fucking what? Both songs are arranged by Mitsuo Singa. In fact, almost every single song has been like, about the new Falcom Sound Team JDK work. Okay, whatever your opinions, I've seen people in the chat say he's alright. Okay, whatever. Whatever your opinions are, don't fucking dox him. Don't fucking dox him. Jesus Christ. Don't do this shit. Come on, y'all. The most hilarious part is that hours after Joseph posted this expose online. Expose? You fucking doxed the motherfucker. You fucking doxed the dude. You fucking expose. Oh, exposed. Oh, exposed. You fucking doxed the dude. This is not an expose. What an expose is? Oh, he worked on hentai. What a fucking expose. Jesus Christ. Sega removed everything from YouTube and named the Mitsuo Suhiro account 11. Congratulations. Congratulations. Real fucking smooth. Anyway, there's that. Oh, what is this? Oh, it was the response for the how do you deal with different opinions. Hulkster, it does sound like you have anger management issues, and we have kind of spoken about this before. I would really look into healthier ways of dealing with this, and maybe even some things like cognitive behavioral therapy and the stress tolerance skills might help. For me, these types of things don't bother me in the slightest. Wait, what? Are you telling me that there are people in recent era who's not bothered with different opinions? Is this a sane person on recent era? Is this magic? No, it's not cock and balls torture. Keep your gutters. I can have a lot of fun and engage real healthily. Cognitive behavioral therapy, not cock and balls torture. Jesus. Healthily with someone with strongly opposing views on things like gaming, pop culture at large, etc. You know what? I either believe you or I'm pressing X. I'm pressing X on that. Ban incoming. It's either ban incoming or I'm pressing X. I suppose cock and balls torture is what they need. Just long as they're acting in good faith and not trying to be intentionally inflammatory, in which case I won't engage. Who has time for trolls? Are being a bigot, defending or downplaying bigotry, or trying to dismiss concerns of marginalized groups? Well, being a bigot, defending or downplaying bigotry, or trying to dismiss concerns of marginalized groups, that is a subjective thing. We don't know what you mean as all of those things. So I'm pressing X on this. Oh, for God's sake. This is where the titles come from. This is the latest meme that people are talking about. I don't know why. Is this supposed to be shocking? Is this supposed to be shocking? I don't know why y'all posting this meme. Somebody even complained on my timeline on Twitter. It said, Appa, I saw you like this tweet. And said, why do you like this tweet, Appa? Who's getting the best head? It's the freaking porn of the Alvin and the Chipmunks getting their dicks sucked. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Carry on. Refers to a Rule 34 image of the brothers Alvin and the Chipmunks revealing oral sex for the Chipettes. Caption, who's getting the best head? It's this image. So? Is this supposed to shock me? Is this supposed to make me go, oh no! There's an Alvin and the Chipmunks porn? Yeah, there's porn of everything. So what? Who's getting the best dick? And there's also this. Am I supposed to be... my fucking God. Hey, Mr. Oh my God. Dolan Dark. You don't have to be cursed by this image. But the point is, Okay? Move on. Carry on. And I'm just putting this just to say, hey, this Harry Potter porn thing or whatever, this Misty porn thing, okay. You go ahead and jack off to these porn whatever you like. Just don't be a freaking hypocrite about it. And I don't see why this is a freaking meme. I don't. Because people got shocked that there's an Alpha and the Chipmunks meme. Fucking normies, I tell you. Ooh. Anyway, where was I? The video is hilarious though. Let's talk about Code Vein for a bit. Now, Code Vein is a game I just got. I played it for about 2 hours. I really enjoyed it. I really love the character customization. It's probably one of the best anime character customization ever. Probably God Eater is next. God Eater 3 or God Eater 2. But Code Vein, really good character customization. So far, the game is pretty good. I really enjoyed it. But the journalists don't enjoy this game. Because, one, it's initially overwhelmingly complex. Which, yes, it is. I suppose it is initially a bit complex. And scantily clad female character and boss design can be a bit much. Oh! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no, scantily clad. You see guys, I'm gonna grab my gameplay clips right here because I'm recording a couple of gameplay footage. I want to tell y'all about this monster, about this fucking fat ass, about this fucking feminist. There's a feminist in the game. There's a big fat ass feminist in it. Look at this. Look at this. There's a big fat ass feminist. There you go. Finally, the game that gives the proper feminist representation. We finally get to take down Jigglypuff in a video game. Yes, finally. I suppose we found the source of the anger. We get to fight feminists. We get to fight fat ass feminists in the game. Finally, a game of the year, $60, completely totally worth it. We actually get to slay the freaking feminists. Top lol. $60, buy it, guys. Seriously though, this is one of the female character designs. And yeah, apparently people got salty. The freaking fat ass feminists. Look at that. Game of the year. Get your hate speech out of my Souls games! Get your hate speech out of my Souls games! But yeah. I'm gonna talk about themes that deserve better. I have to mention the game's treatment of women, which leaves a lot to be desired. Well, you stab women in the back, and then you beat the living shit out of them with a giant fucking sword. Keep on beating the shit out of the women. Malik donated $1. Keep beating the living shit out of them, then yes, I suppose you do have a problem with the game's treatment of women. Malik donated $1. I think it says a lot about the game if they can mark down the game for such a reason and still give it 8 out of 10, which is far from bad. Respect women, guys. Thank you for the donation. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Most women in Code Vein are either being protected or being rescued by men. Unless if you're the protagonist, which in that case, you can make it as a woman and you are the one who has to save the world. Anyway, most of them have designs that would make other anime games seem prude in comparison. Really? I thought they're pretty fucking tame. I thought they're pretty fucking tame. I don't know about y'all. I really like the character creation, by the way. I need to find out where the fucking... I need to find... Look at this. The character creation. Look at that. I'm trying to design fem appa there. The character creation is dope. Got a bunch of only a couple of clothings. I do want a little bit more variety in my clothings, but there are a couple of clothings that are very scantily clad. There you go. You see a couple of them there. Damn. This is my point. I just tried to say. I'm just saying. So robust. So robust. That looks cool. That does look cool. Buy the game if you're interested. With even female enemies and bosses having breast physics that makes no sense, as we saw in the giant freaking Jigglypuff feminist boss. The worst case is your companion, Io, an amnesia girl who spends most of the game acting infantilized as many anime women do. Hey! Hey! Spent the game acting infantilized as many anime women do? Hey! That is very misogynistic. That is a very sexist take. How dare you? How dare you? Anime women can do more than just being infantilized. That is a very sexist take article. Ooh, yikes. God damn, writer. That is very sexist. Bruh. With breast physics so ridiculous that even the wind in the intro cutscene in the game can move them. Excuse me, writer, I think you are the one who is being misogynistic here. Implying that anime girls can, anime girls in general are acting infantilized. Yikes, bro. Buy Code Vein, y'all. It's a great game. With one or two, this is the article that we talked about many months ago. Also talking about Code Vein, from Kotaku, I think. Or is it Kotaku probably? I think it's Kotaku. With one or two dubious exceptions, every woman in the game is rolled out as eye candy, and a genuinely tedious number of gigantic corrupted boss monsters wear nothing but bras and thongs, as we saw previously. One cutscene used the same ridiculous panning up from breast to face shot 3 times. Yikes. It's the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 cutscene where Rex is looking at Pyra from the bottom of her boobs. Yikes. Oof. What I think, Code Vein, give it a breath. Give it a breath. Seriously? Give it a breath. Serious? Give it a breath. Come on, y'all. Come on. You are fired. This is rock, paper, shotgun. This is rock, paper, shotgun. I think this is Kotaku. Or maybe this is rock, paper, shotgun. Anyway. Code Vein is a sexist action RPG about post-apocalyptic vampires that borrows liberally from Dark Souls while speeding up and complicating its combat in ways that I really like. The plot is a bit rubbish. Fucking sexist game. I can't fucking believe it. Yeah, sexist game. Just straight up. The game is sexist, y'all. The game's fucking sexist, y'all. I mean, I need to grab the freaking ratio on the tweet because the ratio on the tweet is fucking incredible. It is incredible. One of the worst ratios that I've seen on Twitter. Check this out. Look at that. Code Vein has neat combat that's mired in shonky level design, naff characters, and archaic sexism. Here's Matt's review. Look at that ratio. Ooh, man. Oh, that ratio of 489. Ugh. Yikes. That is a yikes. That is a painful ratio. Only 17 likes, only 3 retweets. My lord. One of my first review notes was, this is gonna be consistently embarrassingly booby, isn't it? Writer, you are a pervert. You goddamn hentai. I can't remember if I wrote that after realizing how 80% of the female character presets are missing 80% of their clothes. Really, writer. Really. Let me go back. Okay. Let me go back. Let's see the clothes there. Okay, that is missing a lot. What about that? That the top is missing there? That's pretty covered. That's not as covered, but there's pretty covered. That's pretty covered. I suppose if you're sensitive with the thighs. Writer? Is this hentai demon souls? Probably. Alpha debunking game journalist. What else is new? Anyway, where was I? But it was when the opening cutscene introduced me to this person's breast. Oh no. Can we see the opening cutscene again where you first time meet EO? Where is it? No. Use. Okay, it slightly shakes, but not much. But I thought it was the breast. But seriously, this is the opening cutscene. The main character opens her eyes. In my case, her eyes, and that's it. It's not even like Xenoblade Chronicles 2's opening where you literally see Pyra's freaking breast. Anyway, where was I? This is all particularly frustrating because when Code Vein stopped haranguing haranguing me with fantasy bust, I found myself having a pretty good time. Not because of the level design, characters, or story, which are all equally shonky. What the hell is shonky? Though I should mention it's a big game and I haven't quite made it to the end yet. Then why are you reviewing the game? If you haven't made it to the end, at least beat the game. At least beat the main game first, man. Anyway, no, it's because of the combat, which is good enough to make all these problems worth putting up with. Anyway, it's probably a British word. Yeah, goddammit, you Brits. Hey, what's this? Grim theorist. Well, anime absolutely is for perverts. Yes. For men of culture, I should say. The euphemism is anime is for the men of culture. You're blind if you can't see that. It sexualizes the hell out of little children. The characters in the game are drawn to look like they're 15, as is the anime style. Are we talking about Code Vein? This sounds like we're talking about Code Vein. Thus making anime fans aspiring people. Thus making anime fans aspiring pedophiles. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, hold up, man. Hold up, man. Hold up. I don't know how you can argue with this, but it says a lot about you that you tried so hard. You guys are perverts, perverted garbage. Damn. Well, this is just one dumb YouTube comment. Let's go to the Twitter. Actually, this is not about animes being pedophiles. To whoever need to hear this, there's nothing wrong with sexy female characters. Us SJWs like hot ladies. People get annoyed, however, when female characters can only be in games 90% of the time if they are a pair of walking tits and ass with no clothes on. Lady, citation needed. Citation needed. Citation needed on that one. That is a wrong, not 90%, not even 60%, not even 40% of female characters in games are a pair of walking tits and ass with no clothes on. And there are projectors that whine about the children you check their Tumblr have / of My Hero Academia male characters. Exactly. Please tell me it gets the ratio. I didn't find the ratio, but there's this. This tweet stings. Okay, what is this tweet? What the art community has been like this year on Twitter. Not safe for work artists. The gun pointed out to freaking Kazuma Kiryu in there. That character is underage. I hope you go to jail. You can't draw characters older. I'm calling the police. Look, this guy looks like the most weirdly designed emo kid I have ever seen. Painfully accurate. And guys, remember, I need to show you this clip. I need to show you this clip from Valkyria Chronicles because it's so fucking accurate. This, my friend, this sums up the Twitter discourse today. This. God damn it, Welkin! Stop drawing loli. Stop drawing them lolis, Welkin. You got freaking annotated $2. Don't forget the women of culture, you sexist. Apparently, I need to be gender inclusive. It's the men and women of culture. My bad. Points of personal privilege. But anyway, thank you for the donation. But there's that. What game is that? Valkyria Chronicles, my man. Valkyria Chronicles. Although I do not recommend the first one. I like the fourth one much better. This tweet stings. Yeah, that game and this picture from the Yakuza sums it all up. Goddamn underage fish. Actually, no, that's not the continuation of that tweet. Where is I? There it is. I got it mixed up. How does this have so many likes? This is the worst take I have ever seen. Okay, what is this bad take? People need to understand that fictional characters don't exist and can't be hurt. If you're okay with Jason killing teens in dumb movies, why are you mad about non-existent sex? The artists people tell to go die are actual real people who are actually being hurt. He's right. He's right. That's correct. That is correct. Yes. He's right. That is a good take. He's right though. It's true. Worst take? How? How is this the worst take? He's right though. It's because he disagrees. Apparently, yes. It's because you disagree. You do not disagree with the SJWs, guys. You do not. You're automatically wrong. People really out here forgiving this character's messed up actions because she has big tits. You know that you can still fantasize. You can still say that a fictional character is hot, even though they did bad things. Like freaking, they're porn of Azula from The Last Airbender. She's a fucking psycho. They're porn of Harley Quinn. Harley freaking Quinn. And in some respects, she's basically Harley Quinn, actually. Benedetta best waifu. No, the Buzz Lightyear there is supposed to be a reaction image. But she does act like this is a character from Fire Emblem Three Houses. The chick from Fire Emblem Three Houses. It's a spoiler. Unfortunately, this is a spoiler chick, and I do not want to tell the name because it is also spoiler. But it's the chick from Fire Emblem Three Houses that becomes evil, and she basically acts like our Harley Quinn. I don't care about spoilers. Well, there you go. Kronya from Fire Emblem Three Houses. Best waifu is Capri. Spoil it, just say Sylvanas. That ain't her. But anyway, there's also this. There's this guy who posted, why are short hair anime girls so perfect? So let's see the art here. It's just this. It's just this girl with a freaking busty boobs and anything like that. You can check out the art. It's on the QR code. I should probably just put it on the description. Why do I do QR codes? Anyway, it's dumb. But anyway, this is the art. And this guy posts this art. And then this motherfucking dude, this dude coming in, this alpha freaking male coming in, replying, man, this entire culture can actually becoming toxic with how men view women. Imagine thinking this is what a perfect woman or perfect girl is. It's a degenerated view of femininity. Okay, hold up. Hold up, man. First off, this is an idealized view of women. For this person over here, this woman is his ideal type. So freaking what? This is not what society thinks. Some guys prefer flatter chest. That's fine. Some guys prefer thicker thighs or whatever. Some guys prefer long hair or whatever. People have preference. Imagine thinking this is what a perfect woman for a perfect girl is. It's a degenerated view of femininity. Also, this guy got fucking ratioed 4-1. Look at that shit. That is an oof. That is an oof. Yikes ratio there. Yikes ratio there, my fam. Yikes ratio there. Oof. 48 ratio. Damn. We're not done. Why are short anime girls so perfect? The guy got 1.4k likes and then 56 replies. So that's not even like a bad ratio. It's a perfectly fine, perfectly acceptable, very positive take in this case. You're so weird and creepy. You're so weird and creepy. It's just a guy looking at how anime girl is hot. What's wrong with that? And what's wrong with her? Exactly, I want to know. International man of mystery, I would also want to know what's wrong with her. You mean the enormously fake tits at that level of body fat which would cause issues at the spinal level? Oh no! Oh, it's the organs! It's the organs, guys! It's the organs! The organs, guys! Watch out for the organs! It's not realistic. It is not okay, yes! It's not supposed to be realistic. It's a drawing of an anime character. It's not supposed to be realistic. Or the hypersexualization of the photo based on unrealistic waist hip bust ratio. It is supposed to be unrealistic. It's fiction, man. It is fiction. You're not supposed to look at this and say, wow, this represents real life women. I think you're the creepy one here, man. Calm down, lad. Calm down, laddie. It's just a redrawing. I can't do this accent again, otherwise the chat will kill me. I already get that. Lol. Freaking Natsuki coming in here with such a base take. Lol FAG. Natsuki coming in with a fucking base take. God damn, Natsuki. God damn. With just the ownage. Straight up. Natsuki coming in. Haha, best girl. Base Natsuki. Because he deals with actual women and not cartoons, he's a fag. Lol, too funny. Oh no, 3D women. Got fucking ratio there. 7 replies, no likes, no retweets. I muted him and all the guys in the group DM he probably sent the tweet to. Oh no. I think that's why you got 12 freaking replies in there. The freaking ratio. Damn. Most of these guys saying these things they couldn't talk to. Most of these guys saying these things couldn't talk to unattractive women. Oh really? Oh really? Really? Really, I have this brand new keyboard here, and there's this button that says X, and I am going to press it. I am going to press this button, y'all. I'm going to press this button. I think y'all projecting here. I think y'all just projecting here. Goddamn. They couldn't hold an actual conversation with real people. Okay, hold up. Hold up. Let me get this straight. The guy who mute people says that other people couldn't hold actual conversation with other people. You say that projection man. You say, oh, these people, they couldn't hold an actual conversation with real people. Says the guy who mute people. Fucking what? Where's my congrats?
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Congratulations, you played yourself. Look at some of the replies and quotes by those geeks. Totally fucking deluded. Those guys just don't get it. They think that's actually how fit women look. No! No! That's not what they're saying, you dummy. This is the idealized version of the woman. They don't have to be realistic. I mean, goddamn. They have no sort of understanding of how people look in the real world. Because it's a fucking fictional character. Because it's a fucking drawing, man. It's toxic. I think your opinion is toxic, man. No, you. No, you. No, you. No, you. No, you. No, you, man. Bro, I'm in good shape and walk around pretty lean year round. I look better than 98% man. Okay. That my friend from say that is not a Z, Dad. Oh, that is an X. That is an X. A big X. Oh, big X. You look better than 98% of men. What an alpha Chad male you are. What a freaking... I am just a mere incel. I need to bow to you. Bow to you, alpha male. Oof. Anyway. Appabend's going Jojo crazy. What is this? Is that a profile picture of the girl from freaking Recovery of MMO Junkie? Please don't say that. Anyway, white boomers really go above and beyond to scream policing women and real misogyny for people asking the general popular artist community for more representation. Nobody said no white women, literally just less of. Okay. Have your menopausal episode. That's a really weird roast. Like getting angry at other women for daring to ask is something pretty internalized. Damn! Damn! Y'all women who tell these HCWs, hey, stop harassing artists and tell them to draw, tell them to, what do you call it? Ah, goddammit. it. Tell them what not to draw. Stop harassing them. Apparently, if you say that, you have internalized misogyny. Anyways, I don't even know what to say at this point. If you don't understand, you don't understand. You've been catered to and represented your entire life by the media. So, who cares? Am I right, dude? Yes, because apparently the issue is representation. And my point is, don't hound artists and creators for X. If you want it that bad, then either A, follow someone who does create that sort of content, or B, make it yourself. Jesus fucking Christ, it's not a hard concept. Exactly. No one was hounding anyone. In fact, the original tweet you quoted was pretty tame, using annoyed as the most offensive word in the entire thing, while asking for less sexual objectification because that leads... Whoa! Whoa, hold up! While asking for less sexual objectification because that leads to literal violence? Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Oh, damn!
Oh, damn! Do you actually believe this? Time to realize that media may not reflect reality, but it sure does have an impression on it. Sexual objectification leads to literal violence. Wow. Well, that is from 0 to 100. When are you getting this information? Can I tell? Where are you getting these sources? And can I tell these people to stop talking entirely? I mean, God, anyway. Hughes coming in. Of course, Hughes coming in with the freaking sketch. Hughes has always been base. Hughes has always been red-pilled. Hughes followed me on Twitter. Bringing in all these sketches and the Netsuko sketch. And he's sketching Netsuko aged up. Once again, causing all the controversies. Isn't she underage? Yikes. God damn it, Lane. Lane. Hey, Lane, go back to domineering the freaking... Go back to your 90s freaking computer, Lane. This isn't the time. This isn't... You get ratioed on freaking Twitter, Lane. Get out of the way, Lane. Get out of the fucking way, Lane. God damn it. She's a fictional character. Just like the pronouns in the bio. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, damn. Damn, son! Oh, God damn! Lane! How are you going to deal with this, Lane? How are you going to deal with such wrecked, Lane? Astro finish! Holy shit, you killed her! Yikes! Damn! Ooh, gotta remember that one. Now this is how you do a pronouns in the bio wrecked. Add a freaking build up to it. Damn! She got slain. Do you really think that all lolis by default are sexualized? You have problems, friend. Wow. Someone actually thinks that all lolis by default are sexualized? Damn. Yup, that character is... Hold up. That character is obviously made for sex appeal. Why else would you draw that character like that? Why not just make a normal looking adult? Because it's supposed to be a loli. The projection here, man. The projection here, man. The pedo alert. Not all lolis are made for sex appeal. You're just projecting. You are just projecting, man. Oh, but if lolicon is bad because it's equal to pedophilia, then furries must be bad because it's equal to zoophilia. Okay, hold up. Hold up. The point is, if you think that liking furry porn would not lead to zoophilia, then liking loli porn would also not lead to pedophilia. If that's your argument. This is why people... Anyway. And to demonstrate why you're so wrong, I'm going to use one of my OCs as a little demonstration. Okay? You see, Zoe, she is a drag... You see, Zoe, she is a dragon, and she has some dragon-like features. But if you remove the wings, tails, scales, and snout, what's left? That sounds awfully familiar with the... Oh, she's actually 500 years old. She's actually 500 years old. She's actually living in the body of a child while she's mentally an adult. I don't know about y'all. Everything left over is basically an anatomy of a person. Meanwhile, in Lolicon, the character is anatomically still a child, which makes it close to pedophilia. Okay? Big funk? Big fucking funk? I don't get it. I don't get it either. I don't fucking get it either. Anyway, now why are you here again? Why are you here again? God damn it, I just double tap those two. Anyway, a helpful reference. What is this? A helpful reference. Should you draw not safe for work art of this character? Are they underage? No. Or are they underage? No. All right. Are they underage? Yes. Well, no. You shouldn't draw them. Are they underage? Yes, but holy shit, no. Okay. Let me do this. Because clearly, y'all, freaking, thank God you're using Arial Black so I can just do a little bit of a very quick edit here. Art of this character. Are they fictional? There you go. Where's my Arial Black? There you go. That looks more consistent, isn't it? Are they fictional? Are they fictional? No? Then no. No, you shouldn't. I mean, we see the Harry Potter example. That's creepy. That is just creepy. Are they fictional? Yes. Then yes. Are they fictional? But holy shit, yes. Are they fictional? But holy shit, yes. Just yes. Yes, but yes. Fix that for you. Fix that for y'all. Fix that for y'all. There you go. There's another episode of Appa Ross just coming in and say fucking normies. Anyway, where is I? But I aged the mob falls under this umbrella too. You freaking fricks ruin you freaking fricks. You freaking fricks. I can't believe that this and that. Do you know who the last person who says you freaking fricks? I need that. I need that clip. I need this. I need this.
Your fantasies can't ever be quenched, can they? You freaking fricks! When will you learn? When will you learn that your actions have consequences?
Now you're seeing that clip in an entirely new perspective. Oh, thick in the white TikTok. But anyway, there's that. And there's this. And we go back to this. Just don't draw pedo material and you're good. Not that hard. Yeah, what is pedo material? What is pedo material? Oh my god. They, he, him, 18 plus, banner done by the of course. Of course. Bestiality and a liking to anthropomorphic characters are two very different things. Bestiality and a liking to anthropomorphic characters are two very different things. Well, if you differentiate the two, then how can you not differentiate lowly and actual child porn? When bestiality is towards real animals, liking anthropomorphic characters is towards fictional animals or animals that look like humans. Then you why can you not apply the same logic? I'm just saying, the double standards. Gonna have to try to prove something else to prove your liking for underage characters, bud. Then I'm gonna reply, gonna have to try something else to prove your liking for animals there, bud. Now, does that sound fair? No, it's not. It is the same thing to... Anyway, moving on. Imagine telling an art major they don't understand how art impacts society and is a reflection of society, the lack of fucking brain cells these people have. Imagine telling a sex abuse victim that art harms children. P.S. I'm a sex abuse victim and art doesn't harm kids or survivors. I am a sex abuse victim and art doesn't harm kids or survivors. Okay. Wowee, me too. And it does harm kids. It's commonly used to it's commonly used to groom them and normalize. Hold up. Art doesn't harm kids or survivors, and it does harm kids. So you're saying that art does harm kids? Art does harm kids. How? Is it commonly used to groom them? Citation needed. Citation needed. The only example that I can think of are when furries try to groom children because they draw anthropomorphic animals and they're supposed to look really cute and all, and that's how the furries on Discord trying to groom children or whatever. That's the last time I heard of it. It does harm kids. My therapist literally confirmed this. Really? No, the production of art doesn't harm kids. Name me 5 pedophiles convicted with artwork as evidence. There you go. I'm not gonna write you a thesis. It should be common knowledge. Pedophiles are inherently harmful to children. He's not saying that pedophiles are not inherently harmful to children. What? There's no point that he ever said pedophiles are not inherently harmful. What? Please take a psychology class and art history class. Wait. What? If I have to educate you on why pedophiles are bad, no, educate him or her in how drawings can harm children. How drawings can be used by pedophiles. When has drawings been used by pedophiles to groom children? What? If I have to educate you on why pedophiles are bad, is that how you see it? They're not saying pedophile is not bad. What? No, you don't need to educate anyone. I am a survivor of child sex abuse. I know how pedophiles work. I want you to show me proof that drawings have been produced by harming children. Not that they were used to groom, but the actual drawing that was a result of abuse. Exactly. Literal Google is free. You make the claim. You're the one who makes the claim. You're the one who has the burden of proof is on you, man. Unlike you, I have brain cells. Unlike you, I have brain cells. Unlike you, I have brain cells. Oh, I cannot jump into that button as fast enough. Sounds like you have some internalized shit going on it. You think pedophilia is good? Where? Where has he ever think that pedophilia is good? I think you're the one who doesn't have brain cells. I used to think it was good. Whoa. Slow up. Hold up. You have some internalized shit going on it. You think pedophilia is good, and I sympathize? I used to think it was good, but then I realized I was fucked up. Excuse me? Hello? Excuse me? Excuse me? Hello? What the hello? How fucking low? What the fuck? But I realized I was fucked up. You were still fucked up. Toodles, I have an art class tomorrow and I'm gonna spend it creating beautiful art and not jacking to kids. This is literally fucking projection. Holy shit. Excuse me, bitch. Wow. Wow. Unless if this is, I hope this is just bad wording. I hope this is just bad wording on your part. But from what I'm reading here, it's you saying to this person, well, you think pedophilia is good, and I sympathize and I used to think it was good, but then I realized I was fucked up. Oh my god! Damn! They just straight up admitted projection is over 9,000 in this. Holy shit! Sorry to leave you guys. I'm tired. Have a nice stream. Well, goodbye. What is this? I like strike witches too, so I guess people should point fingers at me, shaming me, and call me a pedophile apologist too, huh? I killed people playing GTA the other day. I guess that makes me a murderer too, by the same logic, huh? With simulated murder, you aren't actually murdering anyone. Yes? But if animated child porn is still sexualizing children, just like real child porn does. But with simulated animated child porn, you aren't actually jacking off to children. You're jacking off to fictional characters. The same logic can apply. You just arbitrarily not apply it. Sweet. Damn. How The state of... Can we talk about the state of Marvel these days? They're fucking the references. No, I wanted Room with Brie Larson, not The Room. Side note, you know this guy is an alien, right? He's a wanted criminal. Tommy Wiseau is a fucking wanted criminal. Tommy Wiseau in Marvel, what are you doing? Oh, hi, Marvel. Oh, hi, Marvel. What the fuck? And the best part of this is Tommy Wiseau fucking... Congratulations! You got noticed by Tommy Wiseau senpai. Congratulations. Congratulations, Captain Marvel. You got noticed by Tommy Wiseau senpai. Hello, fellow interneters. You know what? I'm gonna get a clip from Tommy Wiseau. Where's the go outside clip? Where's that go outside clip? Where's that freaking... this is the one. This is the one. This is the one. Y'all remember this clip?
What are you doing on computer?
God damn it, the volume is so fucking low. What the fuck is up with y'all?
Oh, you got it. Good. What are you doing on computer? Go outside, so beautiful.
I need to repeat that. I need to repeat that.
Computer. Oh, you got it. Good. What are you doing on computer? Go outside, so beautiful.
Fucking classic. But by the way, where did you get that? All those broken laptops, Tommy Wiseau? They'll Breen. What are you doing on computer? Go outside, so beautiful. Why do I sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger in there? What are you doing with the computer? Go outside, so beautiful. I can't do it, Arnold. That was so bad. Anyway, what is this? When you think of it, units of measurement are pernicious and harmful bullshit. No. When you think of it, units of measurement are pernicious and harmful bullshit, which never should have been invented in any proper communist movement. Hold up. Are you saying that units of measurement is anti-communist? What? Like, the act of measurement itself is an inherent problem. It is the transformation of the subjective into the objective. It is the transformation of the subjective to the objective. What? And that's the path with horrible results we should avoid. Length of time, temperature, distance, volume, etc. All of these are subjective experiences. Oh, wow. 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 Guys, the stream is 3 hours long, guys, but it actually felt very short. It's 3 hours long, but it actually felt very short. You know, maybe she has a point. He, she, they. Maybe they have a point. Z has a point. Whatever. All of these not objective things, which can be reduced to, but 3 hours and 33 minutes is objective. 3 hours and 33 minutes is objective. Just because I say it doesn't feel as long doesn't make it not objective. Okay, 3 hours. We have been going to stream for 3 hours and 33 minutes. And it doesn't feel very long for me because there's been so much freaking cringe over there. You have 400 people sticking into the stream. Thank you all so much for watching. Anyway, this might as well as a very good time to end the stream because this is the end. This is the end of the stream. Because we gotta get out of this thing. Now this stream does feel short. It does go on for 3 hours and 30 minutes, but it does feel short, doesn't it? It ends rather quickly. Why am I agreeing with the communists? God damn. Which can be reduced to objective measures. Okay. Whatever. Fine. Stream is ending. I can't take this no more. Of course. Of course, the tweets are protected. What else? I don't expect much. The tweets are protected. Of course. They, them. There we go. I got it. They. Finally, I got the pronoun the second time. Right. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining in the stream. It's been a great stream. 3 hours and 34 minutes on the stream. I'll see y'all on the next stream. Keep on the donations. Keep on the shekels. And timer, get the fuck out of the stream. What the hell are you doing? Anyway, thank you guys so much. Take care. Out of the way, OP. You're done.